Welcome back to Tabletop Titans for another epic game of Warhammer 40,000, and it's the game you've all been waiting for. It is the Brian off. I've got Brian here and Brian, and we're playing for the very first time.
Yes, this is going to be an amazing game, I feel like. The loser, we've already decided, has to give up the name.
Yeah, the loser becomes Little B.
Yes.
And, or some other nickname we're going to have to figure out.
We'll figure it out.
Well, to determine this will of the Bryans, we've got the Astra Militarum on my side and the Grey Knights on your side. Neither one of us is like our true faction.
Right.
We're both playing kind of just something else. Mm-hmm. We're really showing the range a Brian can have, right? Playing armies. Really excited for this game. I actually haven't played the Astra Militarum in this edition at all. So this is my first game with them. Really excited because there's just a bunch of silly stuff here. Mm-hmm. I demanded that Adrian put in a Shadow Sword or Baneblade. He gave me the Shadow Sword. And then last minute, I demanded he give me a Death Strike missile. And, Adrian, he aims to please.
Yeah, he delivered for sure.
I try.
He delivered. So I'm going to show everybody how the Death Strike is actually OP. Everyone knows.
Well, it's not the Death Strike that's going to be OP. It's me making the Death Strike OP.
Precisely,
I just refuse to move away.
Yeah, you're just going to run everyone towards it. Yeah. Well, why don't we just get into this Brian off and see how it goes? Let's take a look at the list.
Well, folks, it's time for the Battle of the Bryans. Let's take a look at the original Brian Pullen, fielding the Astra Militarum today. Brian had but one demand. Strike that, he had two. He wanted one big tank and a Death Strike. Let's take a look at the list, starting off with his Warlord, who is, of course, Lord Solar Leontis, in this case, Astra Ironheart. And she will be joining a platoon command with Grand Strategist joining a unit of 10 Kriegers. This unit is all about passing out orders within 24 inches thanks to their Vox, and getting extra CB each and every turn. Supporting them, we do have two individual tank commanders that can order not only themselves, but a squadron unit nearby. We have a regimental engineer, which is going to be, of course, attached to the big tank that we see later on in the list. We have two units of 10 Kriegers on their lonesome. We have a unit of 6 Bulgrin. These are equipped with the Brute Shields and Mauls. The Brute Shields are going to give them a 4+ invulnerable save, and -1 damage makes them an absolute pain to remove from those midfield objectives. One of the best units in the book, we have 2 units of 10 Kazarkin. Still fantastic, despite the points increases. They pack a ton of firepower, and for 2 CP can be brought back to life. Supporting all of these things, we do have 2 individual Scout Sentinels. They, of course, scout in the midfield and provide line-of-sight bonuses for things like the Death Strike, which is our next unit. This Death Strike is going to be tossing one gigantic missile into the middle of the field, and Brian's going to have to play around that one. And last of all, put your hands together for none other than the Shadow Sword. A massive amount of damage can come out of the Shadow Sword, and of course it is a devastating wounds weapon, which means it'll cut right through those Dread Knights if Brian manages to roll the 6. We know he will. That's the list for today. It plays a little bit of everything, fielding those middle objectives with a bunch of infantry that can also come back to life. We've got tanks for laying down a ton of heavy firepower, and the Shadow Sword cutting those angles to absolutely demolish those Dread Knights if he can manage to line up the angles. Today's episode is sponsored by us. A big shout out to everyone who supported us in our Kickstarter for Titans Terrain 2. We are just about finished fulfilling orders over 2 months early, which we're very, very proud of. If you didn't get a chance to pick up the brand new sets, we of course have the Shattered Hive, as well as Forgotten Furnace, and a remastered original set now available in our web cart. We have a link in the description down below. Now back to the Bryans. On the other side, we of course have Brian Leyva, aka Little B, the pretender to the throne, attempting to take on Brian Pullen. He is fielding the Grey Knights, which he had an absolute blast with the last time on stream. This is an army that's all about flexibility, scoring, and honestly tracking down a ton of firepower downwind. His warlord today is Kaldor Drago, and he'll be joining a unit of 5 Paladins. His once per game bonus to charge makes them an awesome unit to just throw in to the enemy backfield, which is something that the Guard hate to see. And we have a second unit of 5 Paladins, joined by a Brother Captain with Sigil of Exigence, which is going to keep Brian Pullen's shooting honest, as once per game when they're targeted with shooting, they can just teleport away. Supporting them, we of course have 2 Grandmasters and Nemesis Dread Knight suits, one of which has a hammer, one of which has a sword. The hammer one also has Inescapable Wrath for +1 to charge, which will be very interesting today. For infantry, we do have 2 units of 5 strikes. They are cheaper than ever, and of course have sticky objective holding. And we have 2 units of 5 interceptors that move 12 inches and have move, shoot, move, making them incredible scoring units. Last off, we have 2 regular Nemesis Dread Knights both of which are equipped the same. They have a hammer, a side cannon, and a Gatling. They are incredible, which is why they did see some points increases. Their ability to auto-advance 6 inches and still shoot and still charge makes them a real threat to these guard tanks that want to keep them at distance. Those are the 2 lists. 2 Bryans, only one can survive. Let us know who you're rooting for, and frankly, who do you actually think is going to win?
Well, there you have it. 2 incredible armies ready to clash. I've never played this matchup actually. So this should be pretty new to both of us, right?
Yeah, I've also never played this matchup, seeing as this is my second game of Grey Knights just in general. So also, it's going to be very exciting. Adrian is going to be our referee for the game because he's much more.
Adrian's recently been playing both these factions.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, exactly.
I'm so jealous. It's going to be awesome. Well, you guys want to know what you're playing today?
Yeah, show us the mission.
Well, let's see what we've got. This is going to be Search and Destroy, which is a ravioli kind of style deployment with 5 objectives. We're playing priority targets, which is hold 1, hold 2, and hold them at the very end of the game for some bonus points. So either go second or table your opponents. Keep that in mind. And then it's a Chilling Reign because Brian's here. We're celebrating Canada once again. Pretty classic Warhammer here.
We need to rename the Chilling Reign to the like Desperate Snow.
Desperate Snow. Yes. Blinding Sunlight.
Exactly.
Before we take a look at the top down, don't forget, folks, if you want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button. That like button costs you nothing, and it helps us do what we do. With that, you guys want to talk about the terrain here?
Yeah, so we've got, as I said, Search and Destroy here. So we've got objective in our backfield each. We've got objectives kind of just over in the corner. That's going to be our main one, and then one in the center. We've got ruins everywhere, some crates on the center. So some firing lines down the middle, but you know, there's places to kind of stage and move up. My army's kind of over here, mostly tucked behind this ruin. Yours is
yeah, mostly tucked behind
towering.
This as well,
Wow.
The trash talk has to start at some time.
Looks fantastic. I love it. Cool. Do you guys have anything in reserve?
Yeah, I have 2 Khazarkan squads in reserve. Wasn't a good spot to put them on the board, and because you have so few units, and I don't think you want to spend your time screening, I figured might put a bit of screening pressure on you.
Right, yeah, so, I mean, that's really smart. I basically won't screen at all this game. So, like, all my stuff's on the table, but really it's not going to be on the table, because Grey Knights, I can pick up 3 units at the end of Brian's turn.
Totally.
So it actually makes more sense for me to have all my stuff on the table, so I can deep strike in turn 1 if I go second.
Absolutely. Okay, so is it time for the roll-off?
Well, I think so.
It is time for the ye old-fashioned roll-off, and before you guys do it, I'm ending the poll. It is very, 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 very close.
There's a poll.
But 52% of people think Brian will win this game.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm into that.
With that,
Well, I'm going to have the white dice.
Yep, and I have the yellow dice.
And I think we both want to go second.
Yo, 100%.
All right, well, let's roll out.
Oh,
it
yeah.
begins.
You promised me you were going to roll 6s.
Only when it counts. Don't you know?
Dang it.
that's
All right.
amazing.
Well, I just have a couple scout moves, and then we'll get to going.
Yeah, and I do as well. So
Wait, is this who's going first?
Brian's going first.
Thanks.
Yeah, me. Grey Knights.
All right. I got this. It's not great. It's. Yeah. Oh, I messed it up.
No.
Perfect. Beautiful. So we've got our CP for the turn. Before we go any farther, I want to give a big thank you to everyone. We've got a bunch of new captains today. Welcome
Wow.
to joining
Thank you.
various new tiers. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Gridplay Gaming. Thanks, Jim. And welcome, Eric, to Primark. And, of course, a big thank you to Kage no Akame. Thank you for the super chat. Got my new Titans terrain. I'm really looking forward to using it. Sadly, my guard friend hates feeling that he needs line of sight LSL to be competitive. What changes would you hope for in the next update to give guard more flexibility? Oh, great question.
I think, guard, it's not about having line of sight all the time, right? It's about just picking a target and being able to take it out. It's also about cheap infantry and you being able to just throw cheaper stuff out on the points that are out in the open.
Yeah.
You do have things that can dig stuff out, like your cavalry and your Bullgrins. And, you do have things that can come around corners. You could deep strike Scions, you can outflank Khazarkans like I'm doing, and get up onto people. And of course, this is the most powerful indirect shooting army in the game.
Yeah.
So generally, you have lots of options. Right?
I agree 100%. The indirect is very strong, especially at the moment with all this stuff that's coming out with like Chaos Space Marines, with the Warp Talons especially.
Totally.
You need stuff like that in this game currently to actually be able to play the game
I
effectively.
agree. Yeah, the Warp Talons will get wrecked by a bunch of Manticores.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. And then just,
LSL, Lord Solar Leontis, which is kind of the other sticking point. It's like, oh, you need indirect, and also you need Leontis in every single list.
Yeah, they should
He's a bit
not
overtrained.
make I don't like when they make things auto-include, and he's probably just a bit too good in that sense, but I mean, he's at least pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool model, so like you probably want him in your list anyways, and it just feels better that he's good, but also at the same time it's bad that you just have to
They
take
should make other smaller commanders more worthwhile.
Yep, I agree.
That's how they should fix it. All right, time for your movement phase?
Yeah, can I
Oh, yeah.
look my secondaries really quick?
Yeah, you're allowed to have some secondaries.
Please, and thank you.
All right, little B.
If you
let's
give me
see what
capture,
you
I'll
got.
cry.
Turn one.
Behind enemy lines?
Secure and cleanse. Oh, easy. So I need to hold at least 1 no man's land, preferably 2, and then cleanse, do actions on objectives in no man's land, at least 1, preferably 2. Both those work really well together, so yeah, I'm into that.
Nice.
That was
Well, it's a good
perfect.
draw.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. With that, we can get right on into it. Thank you so much for joining us today. We very much appreciate all the love and support for both Brians, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Codex is going to do a lot of work for the rules, obviously. It just sucks that they happen to pick Indirect to be the feature on launch.
Yeah, nobody really likes Indirect except guard players. And I want Indirect always to be good, but not the only way to play and not oppressive. It should be like a good utility. Like there's that one kind of not too strong unit hiding, behind a building, and you need to chip away at them or be able to have a chance to kill them. And if you focus your Indirect, you can get them, but it shouldn't just take your opponent's key asset off the board from anywhere on the board, guaranteed all the time, sort of thing.
Exactly.
I feel like GW really struggles with Indirect oftentimes, because most of the time it's either like way too strong, or it just doesn't do enough, and it's just like, well, this is kind of a useless thing.
You're absolutely right.
So it's a really hard thing to balance. So I'm not sure what the right answer is for it, but that's why I don't design the game.
Yep.
We will definitely get some close-ups of the guard custom models. We'll probably get that during other Brian's movement phase. We're not going to hand old Brian the hand cam. We don't trust this guy.
Old Brian.
And Dan, so happy to hear that you got your Titans terrain.
Yeah,
Very,
we
very
have
exciting.
almost all of our Titans terrain is shipped now. I think we're in the mid-90s% shipped. There's still some orders left to go. So I've got a couple emails from people being like, I heard you say it was almost shipped. Where's mine? It's like, yeah, somebody has to be last. So that's the unfortunate truth. Somebody has to roll the one. Somebody has to get theirs last. But again, even if you're getting it last, remember, you're still getting it 2 to 3 months ahead of our original projected schedule. So in a way, you're still first.
I love it. With that, a big thank you to Kage no Kami for not only that super chat, but 5 gifted tabletop memberships.
Ooh, thank
you. Thank you, Just Jupiter, for sniping with 1 gifted tabletop membership. And thank you, Evan, for 1 gifted tabletop membership.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
guys so much.
Members is how we keep this thing alive, so we always appreciate the members.
It honestly is. That does not put us at 100 out of 100, but
Ooh.
it is probably a good time to talk about what do we think is a good membership goal for today.
Ooh, that is a great question. Do you have thoughts, Brian?
What about you, Brian?
Ooh, great question, Brian. I think probably like I'd say a cool 50, right? That seems
50?
reasonable.
All right, we can do that just as soon as I make this work. Hey, so we're going to aim for 50 gifted memberships to celebrate the Battle of the Brians today, folks. Let's see if
That's
we
what
can
you
do
need.
it. Beautiful.
Alrighty. I think if that's all we got for chat for right now, my movement is actually kind of done. There's not much I can actually do this turn. I'm not going to be able to get line of sight on much, let alone even have range to shoot it.
Right.
So my strikes here, they scouted forward 6, and then they walked onto the objective. They're going to be cleansing for me. And then I have the interceptors here, which are on this objective, also cleansing for me here. So that'll give me my max points for my secondaries.
Amazing.
And then the Terminators, they auto-advance 6, so I have the one model here is on the objective. The rest of them are not. This is the squad with the brother captain, so if Brian decides that he wants to shoot at him, if he gets line of sight or whatever, that is the squad I can pick up off the table and put anywhere 9 inches away.
You're just daring me to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. To maybe get a better position for my next turn. But that's it. That's all I got. So
let's go ahead and score it on up. So that is going to be a big 5 on Cleanse and a big 5 on Secure No Man's Land.
Indeed.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Cool. With that, we will
take it over to Brian.
Yep. Any second now. Wait for it. Hold on.
Adrian's pushing every button.
Yay! We did it.
Yes.
Brian or Adrian,
no, I
backwards.
I messed up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We got this. We're just gonna push. Oh
No.
no, that's not the button. That's not the button. We need to go backwards in time.
Yeah, you got to change the path, Adrian.
The Grey Knights do have a lot of powers. They can take 2 turns in a row.
Yeah, this is actually my doing.
Yeah, it's a new ability.
Right. Okay, go on. We got this. Go on.
Hey.
So Brian's going to get an extra CP from Lord Solar Leontis, which is fantastic.
Sure am.
Would
2 CP up on the board,
I'm liking it.
ready to resurrect a dead unit.
Right. Would you like some secondaries?
I would like some secondaries, and at least one of them be doable. That would be nice.
Well, let's see what we can do.
Capture, assassinate.
Oh, no! So you just need to take Brian, Little B's home base,
Yep.
and deploy homers, which is do an action partially within 6 of the center for 3 points, or wholly within his deployment zone for 5 points.
Well, I can do the center.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but I can.
Yeah, just remember, if you get within 9 of them, which you would have to do, they can pick up off the table with my Deimos strat.
Spend your CP.
Oh, I'll
my
do
friend.
it. I'll do it. I have like no units, so I have to keep them all alive if I can.
If I get within 9 of them.
Yes, if you get within 9.
Right. Okay.
And you got to be within 6 of the center for the action.
Right. So that's 9, and that's 6. So there is one spot. Do I have to be
Okay.
wholly within?
No, you just have to be within.
Okay. So I can get a few guardsmen just there on the edge, but I'll have to watch where I stand. All right. Well, let's get into my orders. I don't think much can shoot, so my tank commander is going to give itself +1 to hit, and Leonidas is going to give +3 movement to my Bulgrin and my guard squad here, just to get them over. And then I don't think my Baneblade is going to have a single target, and so it doesn't really need anything. We can give cover maybe. A lot of your guns ignore that, right? We'll give. I'll think of the next action in a minute, or the. It's. I'll have to look at my tank commander orders. I didn't really memorize those ahead.
No worries. Sounds great.
The tank orders are the same.
Sorry, they're the same. It just lets you do them to squadron units as well.
Right. So
they-
I'll
they
give cover
simplified
to my 2 tanks then.
Okay, that sounds fantastic. Yes, folks, +1 BS rather than +1 to hit, which is nice.
Yeah.
Because that'll stack with some stuff. Big thank you to Caldor for 5 gifted Tabletop Titans memberships, taking us a bit closer to today's goal of 50 new members.
Ooh, big thank you.
Big shout out. Thank you. Shane wants to know in chat, are we excited for the Bay Area Open this weekend?
Absolutely.
yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, if you don't know, this is a pretty big tournament, like 150 40k players. I'm actually going to be playing the Old World. There's going to be almost 24 Old World players, six games, 2 days. So big Old World event.
Packed.
Just excited, but we're all going to be there.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you
very
should
excited.
come check it out if you're in the area, just to come see the armies and say hi.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm going to be taking my Eldar out. Adrian, you're orcs, I assume, right?
Oh yeah, I'm taking my orcs
Of
with the
course.
bully boys.
Bully boys? Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. Brian, you're not quite connected.
I'm not connected.
We'll be.
Is that better?
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
There we go. So this is, of course, as requested, Lord Solar Leontis. And a big thank you for 5 gifted Tabletop Titans memberships from Melanie Phillips, Doc Mel in chat, who was sniped, actually, by Kaldorf and his 5 memberships. Thanks, folks. You're so
Amazing.
kind. That's the rule. If you catch a Titan, we got to gift memberships back. So that's the way it works.
Okay, so I've got my squad moving out to the center, just staying 9 away, and getting within 6 to do some secondaries. I've got my 2 tanks that can see that squad and hopefully get a kill. Got my fast boys up on the point here, trying to say, "Come at me, bro," and I'm daring you.
This is a very intimidating unit to try to interact with.
The Bulgrin?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Orb and Vol -1 damage is no joke.
It's no joke. And they're protecting the little bodies behind them who are putting their sweet OC up on the point. Okay,
Right.
great. I think I've moved everything that needs to move. I can't imagine much else. So maybe I'll just back up from the wall here, just so you can't fight me through it,
Okay.
because that would be a sad place to be.
Yeah, so staying more than an inch away from the wall here with the Sentinel.
Yep.
And I think it's time to get to blasting.
Let's do it.
That's what my army loves to do more than any other, and so let's give it what it loves.
Right? Honestly.
Okay, so we're going to start with my Death Strike. And I need like a special Death Strike dice, but
do.
because I don't have one, I'm gonna use this yellow dice.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pick a spot, and basically it's got a 12-inch radius, or sorry, 12-inch diameter from that spot. So I'm trying to find a spot that's pretty juicy. This building, you've got a lot of stuff in it, and even if you try to get out of it, there isn't too much there, you know? You also have a lot of stuff staged in that building.
Yeah.
And it's stuff I want to get. So
just remember that the strikes make my objective sticky.
yeah. So even if I kill them, you'll still be on the points.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to put it on an objective because ultimately, if I put it here, you can just pick these things up and put them somewhere else.
Right.
And you don't have to be there as much as it's a nice spot. So we'll put it right here, and I am going to put it ultimately just a little further ahead.
6-inch radius, folks.
Yeah, 6-inch radius, but it goes, it's got a 12-inch area
diameter.
of effect. So I think this kind of spot may be good.
Yeah, it'll cover the whole objective, and if I try to walk out a little bit further, it'll probably hit me there too.
Yeah. So right roughly there is what I'm looking for. All right?
Sounds good.
So ball's in your court.
Oh yeah.
How does that make you ffeel, Brian? Maybe.
It feels great. I'm so happy.
I'm really good at basketball. I don't know if you guys knew this.
Yeah. Yes.
Next, what we're going to do is go with my tank commanders. I have 2 of them that can see your little interceptor squad. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go with the one that has only line of sight on maybe 2 models.
Do you ignore cover by chance?
I don't think I do.
And your AP is?
So I'm good. I have las cannons and I have battle cannon. And so the battle cannon's only AP 1, actually.
Oh.
You can. So if you want to spend 2 CP, you could get Fields of Fire.
Yeah.
If you shoot with a regiment or squadron first, and then the rest of your army gets +1 AP. It's expensive, but
The unit it's a good tactic because you're right. You have really.
So I'm a 2-up armor save and cover. I'll maintain my 2-up armor save with your battle cannon.
Oh,
And then
okay. I thought cover couldn't bring you Basta 3.
So if there's AP,
Okay, it just ignores it.
It can ignore the AP. Yeah.
yeah, the net can't go better than
Right.
3.
Got it. So, but even if I gave myself +1 AP, I would just take you to a 3-up.
Right, and then I also have armor contempt, which would get me back to a 2-up. So I think I might still armor contempt because you have las cannons, and I don't necessarily want to lose the squad. So I will spend the armor contempt just to make it easy.
Okay.
So I'll have 2-up armor save plus cover and armor contempt.
Yeah.
And now your las cannon's essentially AP 1.
Wow. Okay. Impressive. Let's go with the battle cannon first. So this is D6 +3 and blast. So I'm going to have 5,
So
6.
6 shots, yep.
So 6 shots hitting on 3s.
Let's do it.
Okay. And then wounding on 2s. Okay.
Good.
And then 1's for you to die.
Yeah, one's for me. One's for me to die.
There you go.
Oh, Brian!
Look how this works. That's how this works, right?
Classic. Oh, man. And big thank you to Siege Roots for the 1 gifted membership.
So it doesn't matter.
Right on cue.
We have the heavy bolter. Okay, sustained hits.
Sustain.
3s to wound you.
Okay.
Okay, 1's to die.
Don't do this.
Okay,
you're
we're
good,
good.
Okay, we're fine.
And then I have 2 las cannons. 1 hit. Big 2.
So 2. Oh, there it is.
There you go.
So this is a 3-up save now.
Okay,
3-up save. Ooh,
Not bad.
we're good.
so you're good.
Solid.
Okay, we do have 1 more tank commander.
Yep.
So let's just
Do it again.
Do it again. D6 shots, so same as before. 6.
Which means you're going to kill the same amount, too.
That's how this works.
For sure.
Okay, 3 hits.
2s. Ooh.
Okay, 2 wounds.
Again, 2-ups. Oh, I saw the 1. So we're good.
Not bad. Heavy bolter.
Sustain.
Sustained. So,
Nice.
and then 3s to wound. Okay, 2 wounds.
Same deal. 2s.
Oh, it's looking good. And then 2
Las
last cannons. 1 hit. No wound.
Ooh, okay.
That was good.
Yeah, that.
I mean, if 2 tank commanders can only kill 2 dudes, that's going to be a trouble for me this game.
Yeah, that's a little scary, I think.
So we did. That's the end of my turn, right? We did the action on the middle, and I'm going to dump the other secondary mission.
Capture you're gonna do, right? Which will get you. Oh no,
I can't get a CP because of the
already had
knives.
an action.
Yeah.
O'Brien, you have hole-mounted las cannon each? In
shot the
addition
las
to
cannon?
sponsons?
Oh, in addition to sponsors.
It's 2 sponsons and 1 hole-mounted.
Okay. So
it's
2
all free now.
2 additional las cannons. We normally cannot change the past, but there's 2 ones.
3s.
Thank you, Steel
There we
Tiger.
go. We
Can't
didn't
change
change
the
the
past.
past.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to be diligent. Okay, so looking at the scoreboard, you don't get capture any outpost. Would you like to bin it for a
Yes.
CP?
I don't get the CP though.
He's already got one for
You've
Leon.
already got a CP, thank you. So that puts you at 3, correct?
Puts me at 2.
2.
Have you spent any?
No.
So
you
you'd
should
be
be
at
at
3
3.
because you got him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I should be at 3.
And then deploy homers in the middle for
Yep.
3. Beautiful. There we are, folks. Let's see if I can
Are you
get
picking
this
up any models at the end of my turn?
Yes, I'm definitely going to be doing that. So I think I'm going to pick up, because I already have 10 on primary, so holding this doesn't actually do anything for me.
Right.
So what I think I'm going to do is pick up the 3-man squad here, and then I will pick up the interceptors here,
Okay.
and then probably Drago's unit also, which are the Terminators, the Paladins here in the front of these Grandmasters.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
So I think that's all good.
Let's do that.
Cool. We'll pick them up, and we will go right on into Grey Knights, turn 2. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. We really appreciate it. We are well on our way to our members' goal for today. We've got 18 out of 50 members.
Ooh, that's a good start.
Bugs has a suggestion. Rather than this whole Brian issue, why don't we call it Thing 1, Thing 2?
Yeah, exactly. But then we'd have to determine who's thing 1 and thing 2, so we'd
know.
still have to be playing.
Right?
Well, the winner gets to decide if they want to be thing 1 or thing 2.
Exactly right.
So really, we need 2 games to figure this whole thing out.
Right. And a big thank you to 95 Ginger Rage for the generous super chat. So at the end of the match, does the winning Brian get to, oh my God, rip off the other Brian's face to show they were the old groundskeeper all along, Scooby-Doo style? It gets a little less grim when you finish the sentence.
Yeah. Yeah, we would have got away with it too.
Yeah.
One for you meddling kids.
That's right.
I love it. And thank you, Manza, for another member. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Puts
thank
us up
you.
to 19.
Do you need some secondary cards?
Yeah, please.
All right, Brian, let's see what we got for you. You're going to get, ba-boom, Storm
Storm
Hostile.
Hostile and deploy teleport homers. So Storm Hostile, I need to take an objective that Brian controls, which there currently is only one that I can actually get to.
Yeah.
Then deploy teleport homers, same thing as what Brian just did, do it in the middle or do it in your deployment zone. Funny enough, this unit here would have been perfect. To do it in your deployment
But now
zone.
it's actually hard to get back there.
Yeah, I'm a genius. So, what I will do then is cry. Let us do some movement.
Movement. Let's do it.
So we're hanging on to both of those, not binning anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to bin anything because I do have the 3-inch deep strike strat.
Right. You can bring them in on that 3-man squad
Put
back
them
into
here,
the center.
or I could find them. Maybe there's a 3-inch spot somewhere in your backfield that I could try to put them in, which doesn't seem like the worst. So we'll figure that out as we go. This is kind of my question mark now. Do I just sit here and take the damage? Probably not, right? It seems kind of silly.
Take
Run away.
Not ideal.
Yeah, so I think the strikes, I'm just going to advance them. They ought to go 6 and they get fly and stuff. So I can definitely clear this space fairly easily. I mean, yeah, they move 12. So I could be here. I'd still be hidden from like the Shadow Sword and stuff, so this seems fine.
You have one of the best armies to get away from the Death Strike.
Yeah.
Because you're fast and because you don't actually have to stand on the objective to score it. Right.
And we're going to be playing like this little mini game of you put the thing, I run away from it, and then you put it again.
And the thing is, normally running away would be a major detriment, but that unit you could just pick up and teleport anywhere next time.
Oh,
exactly.
flexible.
So it's not too much of a penalty.
These guys don't want to be on the objective because I don't want to take the damage.
Thank you, Manza, for
It's
the
D6?
gifted membership. And
2d6
thank you
damage.
thank you now, Karsten Balzar, for another gifted membership. Appreciate it, folks.
Thank you.
Yeah. James Teal, yeah, looking forward to seeing you at the BA Area Open as well. Come on by, say hi.
Yeah.
We don't have an official time and a place that we're going to be hanging out this time because BAO is kind of a more small, intimate event. So just
That's
come
right.
say hi, especially at the end of the day, things like that. We'll try to hang out a bit afterwards and I would love to chat and meet you.
So I think these tornadoes are just going to hang out outside of the 6.
Sounds good.
Because I don't need to be there on the objective, as discussed. If you shoot them, they just pick up.
Right. They're
So-
basically untargetable. Yeah, you can't engage with them.
Right. I'm not going to be able to take an objective off of you, because those Bullgrin are not going to be assailable this turn.
And there is a lot of guardsmen right behind
And
them,
there's
too.
a lot of guardsmen behind them. So I think I don't want to expose myself to these shadow swords.
Never again.
I could move to. I'm not going to do anything.
Come at me, bro.
This is going to be a really weird game because you go second, so I need to kill you. But like I can't.
But you
really,
have to be cagey because
Yeah.
I do have some shooting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny enough, as it looks, I'm probably going to be better at killing the Dread Knights than the infantry.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Look, honestly, I think I'm just going to hang out here for another turn.
Wait for another opportunity.
Wait for another opportunity because you haven't pushed up enough for me to want to go out anywhere. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just going to hang out where I'm at because you can't get lanes anywhere. Maybe like a lane rest or something.
I
but
don't think I can get lanes without coming into charge range
Right.
of you, and you know I'm not going to do that.
Right. So I think I do have to bring stuff in from reserve now, though. So I'm going to try to find a spot for these.
Yeah.
There's a wide opening on that objective over there.
Yes, that'll be my backup plan.
Yeah. There's a handy little yellow dot to show you where you
So
should
convenient.
where you should drop in.
3 inches is probably fine here. Well, you could Overwatch me, which I probably would imagine that you'd want to.
Yeah, I have endless CP.
Yes.
And I have a big squad with Leonidas there.
Yeah.
And I also have, that's it. That's all that can really see you.
Okay, so I'll spend my CP to deep strike outside of 3.
Okay.
So now, obviously,
I mean,
Overwatch.
let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not going to get too many chances to shoot things this game,
Mm-hmm.
so I might as well shoot while I'm shooting, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to go with I'll go with the Kriegers first. So I have 1 Melta, 1 Plasma. So we'll start with the Plasma. Nope, and the Melta. Yes.
Oh, no.
And 2 on the Plasma.
Ooh, and this is
Or
AP,
Melta, sorry.
AP4, so I
Yep.
have a 6 up save here.
6 up still. That's still impressive. Okay, and
good.
I'm pretty sure I'm in Melta
You're
range.
definitely in Melta
but-
range, so dude's dead.
Casual
Okay,
7.
so that's a good start. And then we have just 8 guys with normal guns. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so hitting you on 6s. We
Are
have,
they sustained or lethal or anything?
when I stand still, I get lethal, but that's only in my turn.
Correct, because you have to, because you're not able to stand still in the other person's turn.
Yeah, you have to jiggle.
Gotcha. You're just antsy.
Yeah, so 1 wound.
AP,
No, that's a 2 up.
2 up. All right.
Okay.
Oh, it was close.
It was close. Then I have my command squad. Adrian, do I have any cool weapons in my command squad?
You have 1 Melta?
1 Melta, and then just a couple.
Just on like blast pistol.
Melta. Nope. And then 3 normal guns, probably actually rapid fire. Nope. And then Leonidas, does he shoot at all?
Yeah, actually, it's quite good. It's a pistol, 3 shots.
Okay. 1 hit. That's not good.
Yeah, that won't do anything.
Okay, I killed 1.
Alrighty.
Hey.
So that will be my deployed top of homers, which will
Yep.
be 5 for doing it in your deployment zone. I have another 5-man strike or interceptor unit to bring down, which I'm just gonna probably. This is silly, but they're gonna go in like the same place that they were.
So many options.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why not? It's all free, right?
Yeah, and then actually they'll go here, and the tornadoes just go in the back. That makes more sense.
Thank you, 95 Ginger Age, for
So they'll be on
10
the bottom
more
floor.
Tabletop Titans memberships. And thank you for the incredible package that we just did an unboxing video right before this. My God, I don't want to spoil it because we will do a video on it, but
Yeah.
it is incredibly fun.
We're looking at it, and it's incredible.
Yeah, I walked into the studio and I was like, excuse me, oh, what is this?
We just saw, we went for lunch, or like we went to a game store, Adrian, and we came back and there was this box the size of our whole door.
Right, yeah.
And we were like, what is this?
I'm like, this is the size of a person.
Yeah, we thought there might be a person in there.
Yeah, honestly. So definitely stay tuned for that. But thank you, 95 Ginger Age. Appreciate it. All right, Brian, what's up?
Look, as boring as it is,
Look,
that's
points on
kind
the board.
of what I got. I'm trying to score my secondaries and my primary, which I am doing effectively. But again,
Yeah, let's
I don't
take a
want
look.
to put my feet in the water first.
As per tradition, not tradition, I did not give you a primary. You had 10 points.
I did have 10, yes.
Beautiful. And were you able to storm a hostile objective?
I did not, and I think I'm just going to get rid of it probably to get an extra CP, because I am very CP hungry in this army.
Okay. Okay.
And then I will get 5 for deployed Warhammers because I did it in Brian's deployment zone.
Beautiful. That's
So
going
I'll
to put
go
you
for
at
2.
3 CP.
2, because I spent 1 for the 3-inch deep strike.
Okay. And then
I'm at 3, but I'm about to go to 5.
perfect. Perfect. So that looks fantastic. With that, we're going to take it over to the Wingardium Leviosa's turn 2.
You should be at 6.
Cool. I did spend 1 for Overwatch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
5.
so he's up to
5
5.
makes sense.
Okay.
Bing, bong.
Anything was possible. Okay. Well, let's get some cards and let's make them doable this time.
Okay, my bad. So I misinterpreted
That's
what you
okay.
wanted.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay.
I thought they were goal secondary.
Right.
Instead, you have secure no man's land behind enemy lines.
Okay.
So secure, hold 1, ideally 2 in the middle, and then behind enemy lines is have at least 1, ideally 2 units wholly within his deployment zone.
It is. I can get a Kazarkan squad in here.
Oh, okay,
The
okay.
problem is that Kazarkan squad can't even shoot at anything interesting, and so it comes down and then just dies.
Yeah, and I'll probably Overwatch them too. Just
They'd probably live. With
they
them all.
definitely live,
Yeah.
but maybe I could get rid of some of the special weapons.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you only have like what 3 ablative wounds in the squad before you start taking
Yeah,
special
yeah.
weapons.
And there's nowhere else I could come behind enemy lines. But okay, so and secure no man's land is just holds.
At least 1, but preferably 2.
So
one
I can do 2.
Yeah, you can definitely do 2.
So 2 is no problem. The behind enemy lines, I mean, I can do it.
Yeah. The question is it too early to get a new secondary?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so because it is technically possible.
Yeah.
I think if I come down here, actually, I probably can shoot at whoever these guys are. And that's a strike
strikes,
team.
yep.
And this is a Terminator squad.
That's the Terminators, yeah.
So there are targets.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I'll keep both of those. Let's do some orders. None of my tanks will be able to see or shoot anything. So we'll just give them cover.
Brian, do you have any primary?
Yeah, I have 10.
Beautiful. Holding 2 objectives. That's all you need. No extra
Oh, do you
credit.
want to? Is that in the shooting phase when you move it?
I will
is it-
do it in the
Oh,
shooting
okay.
phase, yeah. And I don't, yeah, so cover and this is tricky because, yeah, I'm not actually going to get to interact yet. Maybe a fixed bayonets. I'm going to give the Bulgrins a fixed bayonets in case you choose to charge them somehow. And I will try to kill these 2 guys, so I'll give my own squad take aim. And yeah, the tanks will take cover. The big tank I'll also take cover too, but all your big guns ignore cover, right?
Yeah, the ones on the
So I'll just give it take aim and I'll blast these 2 dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love it.
And then the little guard squad back here, I will give duty and honor, so they have extra OC in case you try to take this objective from me.
I wouldn't dream of it, Brian.
And I have 1 more order. This unit in the middle I'll give extra OC as well.
Sounds good.
Okay? All right. Let's get to moving.
Let's do it.
Pretty easy. And with that, you guys had a little preview. Thank you, Siege Roots, for gifting 5 Tabletop Titans memberships.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, folks. We are getting ever close. That puts us at 35 out of 50 members.
We are doing really well.
Yeah. Very, very exciting. Hopefully everyone's having a lovely day. And thank you, Joe Heineke, for another gifted Tabletop Titans membership. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. And welcome, Geraint Daniel. What is up? Cool seeing all the new names. I saw Jamal earlier, who's new to the games, building up World Eaters. Welcome to the community.
World Eaters.
Well, there's
great armor.
fun.
Right? It's awesome. And I will grab a paste bin for you folks. I need to update the list for today's match. It's also in the description. So I appreciate it.
I guess I
Right.
probably- yeah, I guess I should.
That's my subtle hint.
Yeah. Look, I knew. I was picking up what you're putting down.
Go guard. Thanks, Jacinto. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm going to be playing Bully Boys, along with probably lots of other Orc players this weekend at the
I
Bay
feel
Area
like-
Open. It's going to be so many.
Yeah, I think every Orc army is going to be Bully Boys.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Dan
Actually,
May.
Dan May.
Dan May.
Look, I kind of feel guilty because I talked him into doing.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Why is he not bringing his Thousand Sons? They're still great.
Because 120 boys is probably just better.
But that's, I mean, look, I know they're better. I'm not playing them because I want to have a good time.
Yeah, well, he had them already, and he was like, "Well, I might as well." And I was like, "I don't know if that's true, Dan.
Right?
I don't know if that's true."
Oh, look at these beautiful models.
Okay, I'm going to drop the Kazarkins.
Oh, okay.
And when they come down, I get to give them an order. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And they can order themselves because they're just cool.
They are cool.
Just cool.
They're just cool guys. This is the first time I've ever played with the Kazarkins. So I've played with lots of Scions, but never Kazarkins.
Guard is a really cool army. They have a lot of unique things, like the unique units are really, really cool, like Kazarkin and the Kriegers, and I guess Cadians are unique now too, right?
Yeah. I like the special weapons. There's this funny thing where like Kazarkins literally hit better than elite Space Marines. And so it's like, that's a weird thing. That's a weird choice for them. But they chose it.
Yeah.
Okay. So the order I'm going to give them is they normally hit on 3s. So take aim will take them down to 2s. Yep. I want them to survive, so I could give them take cover, but I already have a separate take cover strat I can do, right? And you already ignore cover.
Yeah, on a couple of the guns, yeah.
Just the big gun.
Yeah, the big guns from the Dread Knights.
But that's maybe your best gun? I don't know.
Yes, definitely. Sorry, there's a question in chat. Did you have someone that was going to get cover better than a 3+?
I don't. Do I? I don't think so.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I want to make sure you are
because the Kazarkins have a 5-up save.
4-up.
4-up, yeah. So if I just use the take cover strat, they'll go down to 3.
Yep.
So giving them take aim is the best bet.
He does have 12-shot Gatling guns with little to no AP.
No AP on them.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So that's my movement phase completed.
I probably Overwatch under the Kazarkin for all the reasons we discussed earlier.
And I'm happy every time you spend your CP.
Yeah, for sure, because then I'm not getting to do all the cool movement shenanigans.
The question is who? Who do you Overwatch with?
Probably one of the Dread Knights, just because they have more shots. Like the Stormbolters are cool, but they're only string 4.
The no AP, yeah.
We messed up.
What did we mess up?
Because they're not deep striking in. They can't go in the enemy deployment zone.
Oh, is that right?
Turn 2.
Yeah, it's not actual. They're not Scions.
Yeah, so turn 2 you can't come in with reserves into your.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought it was just not your board edge.
Yeah, no. These days there's no board edge thing. It's just deployment zone. So whatever you want to tweak, even if you want another secondary or just chill.
Well, I'm already way behind on secondaries. Am I not?
We're kind of even because I got rid of one last turn as well.
Yeah, you're not way behind on secondaries.
Okay.
Actually, on anything technically.
So
as you can see here,
like how many secondaries am I going to get for holding the middle this turn?
You'll get 5 for secured on man's land. That's
and then
guaranteed.
and then I'll be behind by how much?
You'll be down by 7.
So that's a lot. That's more than an average single secondary.
Yeah.
Right?
I wish it was 5, but yeah. It's 7.
So I'll be down by 7 at the end of this turn. So I really don't have a choice.
Remember, you do go second though.
Yes.
So that is a very big help on this particular mission.
And that would mean I still have to hold 2 more objectives than you at the end of the game.
3. It's you can get 15 at the end.
Yeah, but I'd have to hold 2 more than him in order to be up that 7 points.
So theoretically, I would only ever get 40 on primary if I scored 10 every turn, but you can actually max out the primary when I wouldn't be able to.
So I think I am going to pitch that secondary and go for another one.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look.
Because I can't really afford to
go down.
to go behind.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
Let's just hope we don't get something that's also not possible. I mean, actually, let me think about that for a second. Almost nothing else is possible, right? I can't get a character. I can't kill a vehicle. I can't kill a unit.
Right.
I can't take one of your objectives. I can't, what are the secondaries that I could have pulled that I could do?
Investigate, engage,
extend. But it is risky.
It's more than half I can't do.
Generally, I try not to bin until turn 3.
Yeah, you're right. I probably, only because I literally can't do almost anything.
Yeah.
I probably should wait. Okay, so I'll just wait.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, I'll just have to wait.
Sounds
okay,
good. Thanks,
so
Jack.
then I only have the Death Strike that I can move.
Sorry.
So let's move it.
Let's go.
Let me give you back your CP for that.
And thank you, Joe Heineke, for another gifted Tabletop Titans membership.
Thank you so much.
Much appreciated.
It's a bit tricky of a choice. This is actually one of the best spots because I'm trying to keep you from staging here.
Yeah, like I would love to be tucked up in that building to charge into something.
Exactly. So I would love to stop you from staging here. And if it's doing that job, that's pretty valuable because this is meaningless to you, right? If I put it here, you'll take everything from here and put it here,
Yeah,
which is where I don't want it. So, and so I think that that's still the best spot. This guy can't get to me without revealing himself, so he'll have to teleport away.
Yep.
So that doesn't matter. And yeah, this spot is also meaningless to you. It does let you stage to the center, but you've already got a couple of those objectives done. Okay. So I think I'm just going to keep it where it is.
The only objective that matters for me in the middle now is area denial.
Right.
Which...
Not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world, yeah.
All right. That's the end of my turn. I will get just my one secondary.
You two are playing so coy.
And I'll bin the other one.
Bin it.
This is crazy.
So you got
Nothing's
5
happening.
secure. So it's a standoff.
Yeah, I tried to deep strike in his deployment zone.
Look, you're not allowed to do that. We talked about this.
Only you can do it.
Only
no,
get
sorry.
to...
I didn't kill your 2 guys in the back.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Do you want me to kill him?
Yeah, I would like you to not kill him.
Which 2 guys?
The 2 strike, the interceptor, sorry, in the back in his
I think they're just off screen. They're in the corners.
I'm going to use the volcano cannon.
Oh, yeah.
D3 plus 1. So 4 shots on 3s. And then on 2s.
And you're like AP 5 on this thing?
We'll see. I'm AP 5, yeah.
Okay, so they're dead.
Yeah, so 12 damage to each of them.
I love it.
Yay,
here, folks, you can see where they are.
Cannon.
Boom.
The might of the guard.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing, beautiful thing.
That's how the guard solves all problems.
Yeah,
with the shadow sword.
It's
like, hey, hey, Sergeant, can you open this can for me? Yeah, just put it at the edge of the shadow sword.
I love it. With that, we're going over to the...
Nope.
Oh, man.
Nope.
Oh, hold on.
Now I'm time traveling. Really, the warp is very
Well,
fickle.
while Adrian figures this out, I get to pick stuff up off the table.
You do. Pick 'em up.
So I think I'm going to pick up Drago, because he can have the extra charge when he comes in,
Yep.
the extra inches on his charge. The interceptors here are kind of in like an okay spot now. So
They're nicely staged for the middle.
yeah, so I think I'll just hold off on them. I'll pick up the strikes in the back.
Because they're out of position.
Because they're out of position now. And then the Terminators are probably going to stay there, I think, because they're kind of...
They can't get any better.
Not really. And then I'll pick up the Grandmaster here, just because, as you said, he's not going to
can't
do
do
anything
anything.
unless I move him.
Yeah.
So I'll pick up the Grandmaster, the Strikes, and Drago.
Okay.
Fantastic. All right, this is top of 3.
Top of 3,
Which is Grey Knights.
which is Brian.
Boom. Okay. And how many CP do you guys have?
I'm going up to 3.
I'm going up to 6.
So you're saying it's not 9 and 7.
No. That's exactly what we're saying.
Well,
Also,
I'm sorry for you guys.
okay, so command phase, I'll get 10 on primary. And then...
Man, taking you off that objective just doesn't hurt you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if this was like a... Yeah, like the strikes. The strikes
I know.
are so good.
I know.
But with an army like this, where you can't really afford to be like stagnant,
Totally.
you kind of need it. But can I take a look at some secondaries?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
let's
yeah.
see.
Adrian.
Oh, yeah. Anytime. Let's go. Bam!
Assassination and overwhelming
Ooh,
force.
you got to come play now?
Dang, I have to play the game now? I don't like this. So I need to kill a character, and then overwhelming force is just kill stuff on objectives. Lucky for me, there are guardsmen on the objective here. And that's kind of the only thing that's actually assailable. So
That's right.
Probably just guardsmen. But
I like it.
I got to do it, so we'll do it. Okay, so move it.
Cool.
They have to stay there, which sucks.
All right, we'll get to moving.
The strikes or the interceptors, they can move 12.
So your interceptor squad is the one coming out to try and do the work.
Yeah, if they can't do it, then I got more problems in this game than just guardsmen. So they'll shoot and then they'll charge probably if they need to. You can now bring Kazurkin into my deployment zone. You don't have behind anymore, but you still have
Deploy homers.
And
Or didn't I get that first turn?
Oh, you did.
I did. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
but for like engage too, you could drop
Yeah.
it in and just have engage and also
Totally.
shots. And I don't necessarily want you to shoot for free. So I think the strikes will just screen out a little bit better.
Checks out. Thank y'all. Siege routes again. Finding solutions through superior firepower. Imperial Guard. Have a fun BAO, everybody.
absolutely. The thing is, I do have superior firepower, but that is why he is very nestled behind every wall.
Every wall that I can.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very scary army to play against when you don't have a lot of units. So I have to be very aware that he can just kill whatever he wants, whenever he wants, if he can see it. And that's like the biggest thing is that if he can see
Although
it.
not necessarily. We did, we
Oh,
saw
you-
those 5 just strike teams, and I had
live,
2
yeah.
tank commanders. Didn't do much.
Yeah. Although I have to imagine the Shadow Sword can pick up the slack, but if you're putting a Shadow Sword into 5 dudes.
Yeah, I'm going to
feels
say,
bad.
if we're
It
putting a
feels
Shadow
bad.
Sword into 5 Space Marines, I think we should reliably say that I killed them.
Yeah.
But I think the odds are that I only just killed them,
Yeah.
which is actually the truth.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Don't forget, folks, we do have the brand new Titans terrain currently shipping. It is effectively six new boxes. We have the new Forgotten Furnace,
Yeah.
both the core and expansion. We have the Shattered Hive, core and expansion, and remastered Overgrown Capital. Exciting times, and it's cool stuff.
Yeah, go check it out. It's really, if you haven't played with it already, the big thing for me is like I used to be here all the time getting to play here. Now I live so far away, and I don't have space for terrain in my house. I just have these boxes in my closet like a board game, and I get to pop them out and play games. And that's really where it's at.
Right? And that's ultimately why we came up with this system, is because like the number of times I've played on a DVD box set, if you remember what those are, and things like that. It's just this is the way that most of us get to play Warhammer most of the time. It's like we're traveling, we're at home, we don't have space, so making it easier to
Definitely.
play.
These guys deep striking in.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend the CP so that way they can come 3 away.
Ooh, very nice.
Because, again, the sticky objectives, it'll make you have to, even if you kill me, you'll have to put something there to take it off of me.
Unless
Not that
they're
it's-
dead before your turn,
Unless they're dead before my turn, yeah,
right?
exactly.
Which we can hope, but
Yeah. And then the Terminators, I do think, I'm just going to, I don't think this is a good idea. But I got to play the game. I do have overwhelming force. I'm not going to kill the unit, but if I can be annoying and just tie them up so that way they can't really do anything useful,
yeah.
I'm going to try. So,
And this is the Drago squad that
Yeah.
gets
Plus-
what, a 6-inch charge?
yeah, it's a 6. So once per game, they can get +3 when they come out of reserves, which is obviously what they're doing now. So,
Big.
and they can shoot some guardsmen potentially and then make a charge.
Oh, Cursed Cowboy asking about that potential Viking theme set.
Yeah, right. So we've already started talking to our artist. We do have plans. We have some designs already in the works, but it hasn't gone into full production just yet. We're kind of waiting until we fully shipped everything from our campaign, kind of take stock of where we're at, learn some lessons, and then we can start on that in earnest. I think we hope to have maybe design work on that finished by maybe the fall. And we're doing something entirely new with it, and so our next Titans Train sets would be exciting, but I don't imagine that Titans Train set to be shipping until, at the earliest, maybe start of summer next year. So it's still a little ways off. It's a lot of work to produce these. It takes months and months and months of artwork and R&D and design, and then months of manufacturing testing, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Big process.
I'm trying to make some space.
Yeah.
I might drop this guy in. Just 9 away. And then should be fine there. Yeah. So ideally, he can shoot, try to soften him up a little bit.
Yeah.
I can make a charge into him. They can also shoot here if they absolutely need to. Like, they only have shots there anyways. But
Yep.
I think that's the plan. This, I'm not actually sure I even want to do it, but I want to do it because I've already kind of put him there. Because you haven't gotten overwhelming force, and that's kind of like just another unit. But if I'm exposing enough things,
Yeah.
you have to pick and choose where you kill.
Now it's a lot of targets, and
Right.
I won't necessarily get to them all.
And my problem when I play is oftentimes I'll try to like do the conservative thing and be like, here's one thing, and then obviously it's dead. But now
Yeah.
with this kind of army,
It's a lot of options.
I don't
yeah.
necessarily want to do that. So I think I'm ready to go into some guns. I have put everything back down on the table. I've recreated my screens for my deployment zone, so there's no more deep strikes happening here, or reserves, I should say. So I just have some guns and then a couple of charges. So I will start probably with the Terminators. We're just going to put everything into
My guard squad.
the Guard Squad.
Okay, they will go to ground,
Sounds good.
and so I'm at 5 CP.
Sounds great.
Alrighty, so let's start with the Paladins.
5 CP.
Yeah, so many.
Oh my god.
Side cannon, 1, 2. Okay, so here are the side cannons.
Okay, and they hit on
They hit on 2s.
2s. Okay, yeah.
And then these are strength 8, so 2s. Alrighty, and then they're AP 1, but you can ignore that.
Okay,
For
so
cover?
just 5 up saves.
Yes, sir.
Actually, what? I'm already getting cover, right? So I wouldn't need to go to ground.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have cover here. So I
Okay,
yeah,
so
just
it's
wait
fine.
off on them.
Oh wait, okay.
Yeah,
So 3 die.
cool. So yeah, He hasn't spent the CP for cover just yet.
Yeah, no worries.
And then 2 Stormbolters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are on 2s as well. Okay. And then on 3s.
Yep.
Okay, so these are just armor saves, but you'll
4
have cover,
up,
so 4 ups.
4 up cover saves. So I lost 1, 2. Oh, really bad roll.
Jeez.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I've got 2 left in the squad only.
And then here is Drago with his Scouring? No, Scourging. He hits you all the times.
Yep.
Does it have anything crazy? Nope. And then it's strength 6, so wounds on 2s. There's 3 of them. These do ignore cover.
Okay.
These are AP 2.
So AP2, they died then, right?
Okay.
Okay, that's the squad.
Okay, and then give him back his CP because he doesn't need cover now, obviously.
Yep. Wow.
They did go to ground, though.
I did go to
You know?
Oh my God.
I did order them to go to ground.
You did.
They took it very literally.
So now I will do the interceptors. We're just going to put the Stormbolters there. I'm not going to bother shooting because they're not going to do anything, but they can shoot and then move afterwards. So this will just allow them to move 6 inches.
Oh, they shoot and move too?
Yeah.
What?
Brian's army has everything. It's amazing.
So I'm not going to be able to get out of line of sight of everything. The Shadow Sword's definitely going to see me.
Incredible.
But
Can they charge after doing that?
no,
No,
that's
Okay,
it.
okay.
But for like behind enemy lines or engage,
incredible.
it's an incredible
Yeah.
ability.
Incredible.
Thank you to Peaches the Destroyer for the super chat. Astra Miller, what? You're in the guard now, son.
That's right. This is the guard.
I love
All
it. Thanks, Peaches.
righty. Let's do the Grandmaster. We're going to shoot into the Bullgrin.
Yes, right.
With everything.
the
So
heat.
we will do the Psy Cannon first. It'll be 6 shots hitting on 3s.
How much damage is a Psy Cannon?
These are 3 damage each.
Oh, okay. That's how many wounds I have. Did you know?
Don't you know?
These are strength 10, and I believe you're T6.
MT6.
Yeah, so
Bullgrin?
3s here.
Yeah.
Let's fail.
So 4 of them. These are AP 2,
Oh.
but cover. So
No, I just have 4 weapon bolts.
Oh, that
I
makes
don't have any armor saves.
Yeah.
And these are 3 damage each.
Okay, so far so good.
Nice.
Oh!
Okay, so 2 die.
Perfectly
Nope.
honest.
-1 damage.
Oh my.
And then 6 of feeling pains.
They naturally -1 damage?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They're
got-
pretty good.
On 1 guy, 6 ups.
So 1 dies.
1 dies.
So I'll
Perfect.
take the one that your Grandmaster could charge.
Yes, that makes sense.
So
2,
actually,
4,
that worked out very well for me.
6,
Yep.
8, 10, 12. So here's the rest of the shots hitting on 3s. The silent or Gatling, I should say. No sustained. And then these are wound on 4s because you're T6.
Okay.
There's no AP on these.
Okay,
you'll
so
have
just my 4 up.
4, oh yeah, 4 ups. And these are 1 damage.
Okay, so
Sixes?
just 6s. Okay, so another one dies.
Sounds good.
So take the other closest one to you, which would push your Drago charge an inch.
Alrighty. So that's all of my guns. So now I just have some charges. So the Grandmaster can't charge anymore. I was never really worried about that. But the Paladins are going to charge, and they get +3 to this because Drago is going to use his ability. So I need a 7 now on 2 dice, and I will CP 100% if I need to. But I don't need to.
You didn't even need the plus.
Didn't even need the pluses.
In
So there we
style.
go.
I'm shocked.
I am shocked as well.
Right? What the heck? Who are you? I don't even recognize you, Lil B.
Listen, we got stakes on the line here.
Yeah.
I got to keep my name. Like, what am I without my name? Just a
Exactly.
mustache. Like, what?
That's true.
That's he's already coined the nickname if he loses. All
The mustache.
right, but this is Drago and a Paladin squad,
Okay, Drago.
right?
Yeah, Drago and Paladin.
And they're at full strength. They should have no trouble with this, right?
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. But they're only 2 damage, so like actually,
Yeah, but you've already killed 2 of the Bullgrins. It's a good start.
These are 2 damage swings?
they are 2 damage.
Down to
swings.
1?
Yep, that's what I said. It's
Yeah.
not great. But I do have 2 CP, which means I can give them Dev. Let me double check that I can actually do that.
Welcome to Captain.
Psychic, yeah, so I can give them devastating wounds for 2 CP. Drago does not give me the captain ability. Yeah, okay, so I'll spend my 2 CP, so that way the Paladins have devastating wounds to try to get around your 4-up invul, because that's
God.
kind of annoying.
Pretty sweet.
You're at 0 now.
I am at 0.
And I'm at 6.
Yeah.
And with nothing to spend them on.
Way too
Right.
much.
So
XCP.
here are Paladins hitting on 2s. No sustained or lethal or anything. And then these are wounding on 4s, but 6s are devastating.
All right.
That was kind of buns. That was really buns. Oh my goodness, that was really bad. So you have 2 dev and then 2 invuls.
Okay.
Or sorry, 4 invuls, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say. 4 ups.
They would be 2 damage, but they're all reduced to 1, so you
So
just...
I have 5, 6 up, feel no pain.
Indeed.
let's just get something.
Oh.
Oh, nothing. So one dies, and one has 1 wound left.
Okay, and then here is Mr. Drago.
Oh, Drago.
Hits on 2s. You're not a demon by chance, are you?
Not even close.
These are strength 8, so 1 on 3s.
Okay.
So 1 dev, and then 2 invul saves. These are 3 damage each.
Down to
Reduced
2.
down- yeah.
Okay, I was going to say. Okay, that's all you can ask for.
Alrighty,
so,
so-
I've got 4 feel no pains, but
so
they
2
don't
at a-
carry over. 2
yeah,
at a time.
2
So
at
the
a
first one kills a guy,
Next one.
and the second guy takes one wound.
Okay. Look, that was Drago and his homies.
Drago and the homies.
Okay, Bulgrim doing their job.
Bulgrim.
So I've got 2 Bulgrim left,
Yeah.
which is not bad. And let's go fight with them. So they have 4 attacks each, so I have 8 attacks. And I gave them +1 weapon skill last turn because I knew this was coming.
Yep.
And I'm hitting you.
Bayonets onto their mauls.
Yeah. They have bayonets, actually. And they're just really big. They're like,
Yeah.
One might say a bayonet on a maul is probably scarier than a bayonet on the
Yeah,
other gun.
yeah.
Right?
they hit, yeah, exactly. So 2s to hit. Okay, still a couple 1s, unfortunately. So strength of 7.
Alrighty, so I'm toughness 5, but if you're higher strength than my toughness, it's -1 to wounds.
Oh, of course they have more wounds. Why wouldn't they? So you cancel out 2 of my wounds, unfortunately.
There's not dev on these, right?
No,
Okay. So these are AP.
just 1.
So these are 3 up saves.
3 up saves, yeah. So I might do a wound.
right.
There we go. 2 damage to one of your guys.
1 is down to 1.
All right. And that's it.
Okay. So that is also my turn.
Love it,
So
love it,
at
love
the
it.
end of my turn, I do get overwhelming force for 2, right? Because I killed a unit, so it's 2 points.
You killed 1 unit, so 3 points.
3 points. And assassinate obviously did not get. I'm just going to get rid of it to get my extra CP because again I need command points in this list.
You do indeed. All right. Oh man.
Okay.
What's the button?
Oh, and I had 10 primary also.
What?
Yeah, crazy.
Out of control.
Yeah.
All right, there we go, folks.
Okay.
With that.
Taking it into guard.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh!
Turn something.
Oh.
Adrian's hitting all the buttons, but he's breaking them all.
Adrian is doing the Mel thing where like he does,
Yeah.
hits the wrong thing and then just tries to hit as many buttons as he can
I
to fix
messed
it.
up. Hold on.
Adrian's getting a new respect for producing.
I top, bottom of the turn.
He was very
Okay.
confident that he could do this.
He's got, yeah.
Guard.
Oh, there it is.
Does that look right?
Yeah.
Yeah, guard 3. There it is.
Yay.
Okay. Let's get some secondaries.
Yeah, let's do it.
I love it. All right.
Unless I can pick up 3 units. Can I do that?
Look,
That would
damn,
be
I do.
nice.
I can put them down.
yeah.
I can put them in the ground.
Look, I'll let you do that one.
Yeah.
Right? We've got bring it down and
okay.
extend battle lines.
Okay, so extend battle lines is take 1 in my backfield and 1 here, which I actually already have, but if I kill these guys, I'll extra have it. And then I do have 1 Dread Knight, which my Shadow Sword can see.
Yes.
And that's going to be,
It could be a problem.
it's a chance.
Yeah.
You're telling me there's a chance.
Like, it's I knew this was gonna happen, and it was kind of just like a calculated
playing the game,
risk,
you know what I
'cause
mean?
I needed
You're
to. I
playing
knew
the
I
game.
couldn't kill a unit of Bulgrim with just Terminators.
But
so I was
this
trying
is
to kill
also
enough.
allowing you to keep the center right there.
Yeah.
And yeah. Okay. Well, now I do have some orders that I seriously do have to think about. I'm going to keep the OC3 on my guardsman, I think. What is your OC of your turn?
They're 2 each.
Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm actually already going to have OC on you.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take aim so I can actually maybe hit you. My tank is going to take aim. This tank's going to take aim. This tank's going to take aim. You know how it goes. And I have 4 more orders. Okay. So the Leonidas is going to give the las cannon on this scout take aim, and the las cannon on this scout take aim, and then the Bulgrin will give them maybe cover save, or no, maybe if you try to cover save, I think
No, because cover.
won't
They have
work
a
on them.
4
You're right.
anyways, Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give them extra OC,
Yeah.
and then that's it. Let's get to moving.
Do you want to check their battle shock? Because if
Oh yeah,
they have
battle
battle
shock.
shock, then the OC doesn't matter. You might give them a different order.
Sure.
Well, the OC will be +1 then.
And so I failed.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the OC is still good. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So you can still order them. Oh no, you can't receive orders through battle shocked.
Oh, so now no orders.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
then
you got
ignore
point.
it.
So you got 10 points on primary. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, let's get going.
Thank you to Eamon for the $20 super chat. And Eamon says $20 for the clock fund for Tabletop Titans, since they obviously don't know what time it is. That's correct. We're trying to be more in your time slot. We're in the day on Thursdays, so let us know, folks, if you like this time slot. If you're watching it live, you probably do, but we genuinely want to hear, what do you think of this time slot? Is it good? Eamon also says, what CSM detachment are you excited for? Fellhammer got the rule I was hoping Deathwing would get, easily enough to play as Fallen. Oh, that's cool.
So are you suggesting that Dark Angels are Chaos?
I mean, he would never. He's saying Fallen are Chaos. Okay.
Look, they're still Dark Angels.
Not admitting to anything.
Fallen are indeed Dark Angels.
You know? I honestly am still most excited about the Raiders. I think it, for me, is the strongest attachment, but also the most fun detachment.
It has the most playability, I think.
Yeah.
Because you can put anything into it, and it works, right? Where the other ones, they have kind of like, they're not necessarily like forcing you to take specific units, but they're very geared towards specific things.
Right.
Where this one is just like kind of a catch-all, and it's also just very good generically.
It's fantastic. I was working on a new list yesterday, since we got the points changes for CSM. Minor things, but, you know, appropriate. And I'm looking at Raiders with like 30 Legionnaires, 3 Lords, 20 Warp Talons, 3 Venom Crawlers.
Stop it.
And then you got a little bit left over. It's pretty fantastic.
And some to spare.
It's
That
awesome.
is so much.
One of the coolest books that they've written in this edition, honestly. So very, very much enjoying that. Thanks, Eamon. Appreciate it.
So getting these paladins dead, I think, is going to require a Khazarkin squad, unfortunately. Despite all of this firepower, I actually think my tanks might kill like 1.
You should. So the Bullgrim.
The Bullgrin can't fall back?
So you can, but you might die. But the problem is when you finish a move with a 9, I can pick them up off the table.
Even with a fallback?
That's a good question.
That is a great question. The card's over there if you want to look at it, because I have that camera. It's the Mist of Deimos is the strat.
Oh.
Mist of Deimos.
A normal advance or fallback move?
Yeah, so if you finish with a 9, I could just pick them up off the table.
There's no way. Like there's no way to not finish with a 9.
So you do that first, and Brian decides, and then you can figure out the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
Like, what's their base move? 6? Yeah,
probably.
so even if I gave them +3 move, they would still just be at 9, right?
That's wild.
Within 9.
If you're within 9, yeah.
Yeah, and so if I move 9 and I start touching you, I have to end within 9, technically, right?
Would that be within? Because there's always like an infinite amount of space. Because like, I hate this argument so much.
Right. If you're base to base and you move 9 away.
You're still at 9. You're not within 9, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I don't know either. I don't know the answer.
I'll let you guys judge while I keep looking around.
Well, there's 2 things. You're also desperate breakouting. So on 1 and 2, you die.
Just by falling back, it's always a desperate
It's because
breakout?
you're battle shocked.
Because you're battle shocked.
Okay.
So that'd be great if they just died, frankly.
Okay.
Yeah, before they move, they would have to see if they die.
And that's
And
on
if they
1 and 2,
die,
die.
then they don't finish a move. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So you can do that first. Force him to make a decision. Man.
This is so janky. I hate this.
No, but he would definitely pick them up.
I
right?
would for sure.
Like, this isn't a question. He would definitely pick them up and then lose nothing.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so I would much rather... So we're saying I would be in 9 no matter what.
I believe so. Because the way that I'm positioned over there, you'd have to walk through the Sentinel, which you can't walk through Sentinel, so you'd have to move that differently.
It's
But I can move the Sentinel first.
Right, move that first,
but
and then everything else. And
so I'd move the Sentinel outside of 9. That's not a problem. And then I can walk straight back 9.
Yeah.
Now the question is, we'll just say that works, and I'm not going to do it.
And then I do have to desperate breakout.
Yeah, so 1s and 2s you would die on the 2 moves.
Well, you can't move 9 if you're battle shocked.
Oh, right. So I'd have to auto pass and then...
Yeah, we can do that.
So I'm down, instead of 8 CPM at 7.
Yeah, perfect. Cool,
Okay.
cool. Man, Deimos throws everything off.
We did solve the little
conundrum.
riddle.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks, folks. Appreciate it.
Tricky stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Cool. And then also, folks, remember you could have pulled differently to be just a little bit farther away, things like that.
Yeah.
There's also...
This is not that big of a deal. It's fine.
exactly.
And then when I bring in my guys, I'll bring them outside of 9.
Yep.
As I'm saying, I do definitely 100% need the help. Because because there's no way I'm gonna do any. There's no way I'm even with a Kazakhstan squad. I don't think I'll kill this group.
The Battle Shock was on the Bullgrin Steelix, so Brian he should just play it safe, auto pass, give you orders, and then fall back because he wasn't base to base.
Exactly.
Yep.
So we've got a Kazakhstan squad coming in here, just staying just outside of 9 because we have to. But that's good. And then the other Kazakhstan squad will probably wait for a secondary that suits me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So he would auto pass to receive the order, folks.
Exactly. Auto pass to receive the order.
Yep.
And the rest of my tanks will stand still because they all have targets, and that will give them all lethal.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Which is, it's lethal or devastating it gives them all? Devastating.
Devastating. Oh, jeez.
The Shadow Sword gets devastating against monsters and
Oh,
vehicles.
the Shadow Sword gets devastating, but everything else gets lethal.
Lethal.
Yeah.
Devastating would be amazing.
Right. Okay. Well, then I think I've done it. Just remind me my secondaries here. I got to bring it down,
Yep. And extend battle lines.
which I've already done.
You've already extended, yeah.
And then can I get a CP check on you, Brian?
7.
7.
1.
My God. Okay.
I know.
That's what I thought actually, but I'm.
Well, it's just so many. You just have to double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well,
I have 2, sorry. I have 2 CP.
2
I got rid of my secondary, and then I got 1 on Brian's turn.
start of my shooting phase. The Death Strike, again, continues to be happy about holding that spot off.
Yep.
And the center isn't, you can walk away from the center next turn even if you have a guy left there because then you'll hold it.
Right.
Right? So I think that I'm just going to keep it there for now. Your army's a tricksy army against it. So we'll go into the shooting. We have to go in order of operations of things I need to do. So we need to kill this this
The
big boy
Grandmaster.
here.
Yeah.
Now he has 13 wounds.
Indeed.
And I do 12 damage.
This is perfect. I love this math.
Just everything is just thwarting me. Just one off a little bit. So we're going to start by putting my lone las cannon at you from my sentinel, and we're going to start by seeing if we could just chip a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we are. I get +1 to hit, so on 3s. No. Okay. So that's keeps that simple. The problem with the Shadow Sword is he can see your guardsman, and I would really, or not guardsman, sorry. He could see your
You, their guardsman.
yeah, your interceptors.
I didn't even think twice about that. I was like, yeah, they're guardsmen.
your interceptors, and I don't want to put all my guns into this thing, and I do have other tanks that can see you, and so, you know, it's a little like I need every one of my shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I have to split. Even splitting, I'm not going to get most of my targets, so it's very dicey. So I'm going to go at you here with my volcano cannon, as you'd expect. And I have 4 las cannons and 4 twin heavy bolters, I think. No, 2 twin. 2 twin, yeah. So I have 4 twin heavy 4 twin heavy bolters. So I'm going to put all the heavy bolters into the squad. Okay, and then I'm going to put 2 of my last cannons here and 2 into the squad. Okay. Okay. Any strats?
I don't want. No, I want to, but I can't. I need it for the Terminators, I think.
Shadow Sword. Okay.
Ooh, 3 shots.
Okay.
Oh, it's +3, right?
It's just +1.
+1.
So it's 3 shots. It's blast and heavy, so he's going to be hitting on 2s.
2s, because he didn't move.
Yep. Okay, so far so good. No, not sustained, lethal.
Oh, that
But now I do have devastating,
which is better.
and it's 2s to wound you.
2's doing. Stop. Oh.
No devastating.
Okay. I
But
got
3 wounds, so the odds are in my favor.
4 vulnerable saves here.
Yeah. So you should fail 1.5.
Oh, I could roll a half a dice. Okay. So I'm down to 1 wound, unless I want to CP this. But you have 2 las cannons, So, like,
I have
actually,
las cannons, and then I have the tanks.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about it.
So here's the
think he's gonna
two
die regardless.
las cannons.
Ooh, both hit.
They
okay,
hit.
okay.
3s to wound you. Let's get a 6. There's a 6.
Okay, so he's
That'll
dead.
get ya.
Yep. Does he? They explode.
Wait, it's not devastating.
What?
Only big guns devastating.
Really?
Yeah. It's,
okay.
It's in the blah blah blah.
Oh, only the volcano. Okay, so 2 wounds.
So 2 4-up invulns.
2 4-up invulns. Okay.
Perfect. He's still dead. Does he
There he
explode? Does he explode?
goes.
No. Into the night.
Okay. Literally perfect allocation so
Yeah,
far.
absolutely.
it's working out. So I do have 2 las cannons at your interceptors on 2s, and then on a 2.
2. Okay. So AP3, I'll take it on the guy in cover. So AP2. So it's a 4-up save. Good go.
It's an amazing save.
Yeah, a 2-up save on this army is insane.
It's so crazy.
So we do have twin heavy bolters, and of which I have 3, 6, 9, and 12. 3 more, please.
And this is going to where?
Into the
Into the
same
strike
interceptor
team.
squad.
Beautiful.
So this is, the heavy bolter is not heavy, so just hitting on 3s, but I do have sustained.
Objection.
And then I get 2, and the 2 sustained become lethals,
Yep.
because they stood still, right?
Right.
Boom. Okay.
Gonna
So
do
now I'm moving on
3s.
3s, and it is twin
linked,
links,
right? Yeah, sweet. Oh, good
which I
thing.
very much needed.
Yes.
Okay, turn it around a bit.
Plus these
Put
2.
those in. And so just 2-up saves, right?
Just
Or
2-up
how many
saves.
guys do you have in cover?
I'll have, looks like 3 guys in cover, so I'll take it on the first 3. So 2-ups on these guys. The next 2. The next 1.
No, Ryan. Oh, you're playing that
Alrighty,
close.
so I
So
have
only
1
2
guy left in cover.
So only 2 die.
Only 2 died.
So close. Someone said you have maybe 5 heavy bolters? That seems weird.
5? Oh, is there one on the
full
hole
left
too? Is it
There is one on the hole.
So then probably, yeah, so another 3.
Fine.
So many guns.
No, it's not lethal or anything. Okay, so just 2.
so
So 1 more in cover.
2 up.
Come on, just die. These 2-up saves, they're vicious.
Right?
There we
Oh
go.
my god.
Jeez. Joe Heineke says, Brian, hit him so hard he gets sent back to the old world, specifically the canon time, when Drago popped out into the old world so you can keep pummeling them down.
Yeah. Okay, well, listen, it's a start. Let's go with my guardsmen here into your paladins.
You have so much going on here. And the AP from the guardsman is 0? You have like 8
Actually,
special
sorry,
weapons?
let me clarify that. I'm going to go with the las cannon first.
Okay, so I
Because,
think,
no, I need to be a regiment squad to use this strat.
Regiment or squadron.
And is this a regiment?
Everyone but the Bullgren.
Okay, so then I'm going to go with the las cannon first so then I can use a strat to give me AP.
okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to spend 2 strats, which is both my CP. I'm going to Armor of Contempt, which is not called Armor of Contempt. It's called True Silver Armor.
True silver, of course.
And then I'm going to spend a CP for cover as well. So my 2-up save is going to be a 2-up save until you get to AP3,
Ooh, cheeky,
which will give me a
cheeky.
3-up save.
Whoa.
So 2 CP gone, but I need this unit to live.
So here's a las cannon on a 3, and then on a 2.
We'll be on a 3 because I'm -1 to wound, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
This unit is -1
Yeah,
to
so if
wound?
your strength is greater than their toughness, it's
got it.
-1 to wound.
Got
AP3
Yes.
goes to AP1, so it's 3-up save. Good to go.
Incredible. Okay, the guardsmen squad. So even if I give them AP1, it's meaningless.
Yes, so now don't use the strat, basically.
Okay, fine.
You'd have to get to AP3 in order to take me to a 3-up arm save, but this just guaranteed that I'd try not to do like, I
He's
don't-
saving you money.
Yeah,
Look at
exactly.
that.
I'm trying to get you to like 10 CP by the end of the game.
Is there like an auto win condition at 15 CP or something?
For which of you?
That's the handicap.
So maybe overlapping fields might still make sense, only because I have Plasma and Melta in the squad, and that would get me to your invuln. That's something.
The Melta would go down to AP2, which would be,
Yeah.
it gives me no anvil.
Okay, so the overlapping fields of fire, this gives the rest of my army, let me just double check. By regiment, improve the, so okay, so the rest, so I'm gonna have las cannons that are going at you. It's gonna matter. So I'm gonna spend the 2 CP on that, okay?
Hunter killer missiles,
Yeah,
which are AP3.
okay, so let's do that. So down to 5 CP for me,
Fantastic.
finally spending them. I don't think I have anything else that does any effect on you. I could suppress you, actually, but I can do that later.
In Warhammer, right?
Yeah. Okay. So let's go with my guardsman squad. I have Plasma to start with, and this is How many shots on the plasma?
2. Is
Yes.
it rapid fire?
Foot plasma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 shots with rapid fire.
Yeah.
Okay,
In- in
overcharging. Hitting on 3s.
No worries, both hit.
And then-
And that would be on 3s, but now 4s because I -1 to them because you're higher
Okay.
strength.
So no wounds.
Oh.
Mattered both times. That's crazy.
And then this is the Melta, which is just 1 shot. Hits.
And then on a 4 again. Ooh.
Okay.
So this goes my 4-up invulnerable save because it's AP a bajillion, which I fail.
Okay.
And I've got that's wounded, so he'll just die.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Oh, no, there was a 1 wound guy?
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
should've
Do you want
saved
to?
it.
Yeah. Whatever. We can
Yeah.
say you shot
Yeah, you
last.
can reorder. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I failed the save on the Melta. We'll just do the rest of the guns first because it makes more sense to do it like that.
4, 6, 10, 12, 16. Okay, so hitting here on 3s. And I have they stood still, so just 1 lethal.
Nice.
And
5.
5s to wound you.
Let's see it.
So
pretty good.
a couple more. Okay, so just give me 1, 1. Okay?
I would like to not give you
you
any.
owe me a 1. You owe me a 1.
No.
No.
And then I failed the Melta, so the Melta kills the guy.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. So the Kazarkins. Oh no, I have hazardous, right? So
For the plasma, yeah.
one roll. Okay.
He's fine.
He's fine. So the Kazarkin squad has 2 plasma, so that's 4 shots, right? And then 2 meltas. So we'll do the plasmas first. I'm overcharging.
Yeah, of course.
So they hitting here on 2s.
2s.
Okay. And they're going to wound you on 4s.
Yeah.
Incredible.
No wounds. It mattered all 3. All 5 plasma hits. It mattered
Yeah.
every time.
Oh my
And then
God.
the meltas. 2 hits. And then
then
4s to
fours
wound
again, yep.
again. No wounds.
It mattered so
My God.
And then I have 3 guys with hot shots, which is 6 shots. Hitting on 2s. And then 5s, right?
Yeah, T5.
And then I'll be AP2 here, but it won't matter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I spent my stratagem, so 2 ups. Good to go.
Okay. And then we have the 2 tanks, but I don't think they're going to get to do too much. The last cannons are my best shot. So I have 3 last cannons, hitting here on 3s. Yeah. Oh, I do have to do my overheat.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say you have grenades actually, don't you?
They've passed grenades. You tell me, actually.
Grenade, look at the bottom for grenades keyword on Kriegers.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's a strat for this?
Yeah, so general strat.
Okay.
It's before they shoot, but that's fine.
Okay.
So
So
1
one
CP,
CP.
within 8 inches, you roll 6 dice. Every 4 is immortal.
I will
Okay,
say
well-
that this unit has a 4-up Fiona Pain against
What?
mortal wounds.
Oh my god.
Just that unit?
For Drago. That's his ability when he leaves
Oh, what the
the unit. He
heck?
gives him a 4-up.
Okay, we'll do it. It's 8 dice.
6
6
dice.
dice.
5, 6, and it's a 4-ups?
On a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So 4, but I have the Fiona Pains against these. So 4 ups. I feel 2 pains. So you would have killed the wounded guy before you shot me, and then done another wound to another guy, and the Melta would have
Okay.
killed the other guy. So
Okay.
you killed an
Makes sense.
That's generous.
additional
Thank you.
dude.
Drago. I was like, oh, they don't have mortal wound protection anymore. But just
Yeah.
kidding, this guy does.
Okay, so we're going to go with the next tank commander. It's 3 last cannons, hitting on 3s.
Cool.
Okay, 2 hits, and then these would be 2s to wound, but up to 3s.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it. Well, you saved another one with that.
So
roll.
this will give me a 3-up save because armor contempt. And, oh, but you did the extra AP.
It's
so
minus
4-up.
4, so up to your invuln.
4-up and 4. Yep.
Yep,
Nope. Damage.
is
Kill
4.
another. All right. Down.
Very nice.
And then we do have the battle cannon, which is D6 plus 3, right? So 5, and it is blast, but you're
I had
small.
4 when you started shooting at me. Yeah.
Okay, and so hitting on 3s, and then wounding on, not that.
Not that, yeah.
It would have been 2s, but canceled. So the next one, there's 3 guys left. We have 1 tank left that can shoot you. I'm just hoping to kill 1 guy at this point. 3 last cannons would be nice. So those are lethals,
Yep.
I guess. Saves me having to roll 4-ups. And there you go.
So these are 4-up intervals.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So the last cannons have a chance.
Oh.
Oh, only 1 goes through.
Damage.
It's
Oh.
7.
Kills another one.
I'll do it.
And then we have the battle cannon, D6. Always 2s with these. And then hitting on 3s.
That's lethal.
Oh, yeah, that is a lethal, you're right. And then wounding here would be on 2s, so 3s.
3s now, yeah.
Okay, there you go. And these are AP2,
but goes to
So
AP.
just 2 up saves.
No.
Twos. There it is.
Nothing. Yeah.
Look, these are the Emperor's finest Space Marines.
That's true.
That's. Oh, I did have 2 Death Strike missiles. Sorry, not Death Strike. 2 Hunter Killers.
Yep.
So we'll just go with those. 1 hit
And on
on a 4-up. Yep, 1 wound. And
Invul probably?
yeah, invuln.
Yeah.
There you go.
It is. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Hunter Killers never do anything ever.
So that is my entire turn. I did do both my secondaries,
Yep.
which is something. But I've got Drago and
A dude.
and 1 paladin left here.
Yeah.
Pretty scary stuff. Now, if I charge them, they can't pick up.
They cannot pick up if they're in
Correct.
combat. And I don't think I have enough attacks. I mean, they do have enough attacks technically to kill you, but I'd have to hit and wound with everything. And then I would kill the squad. But as long as I'm in combat, I can't pick up.
Yeah, but you'd kill me between next turn and the turn after, and then I would lose my primary.
Right.
Whereas I can take a chance at surviving and still having primary.
Right.
Right? So that's probably a safer bet. If I had someone else that could charge nearby that was stronger, maybe that'd be worth it, but I just don't.
It'd be a long bomb sentinel, is the only thing.
I doubt it. And the Sentinel would get chopped up, I think.
Yeah, I'll probably just go for this.
Yeah.
Because the las cannons are scarier to me than the.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of my turn. What
Okay.
did I get on secondaries? then?
So you killed a Dread Knight for Bring It Down, which is
4 points, I think.
yep, 3 up to 4, 5 on Extend for holding for completing Extend, and that's it.
Okay.
Look, we're
So close the
basically
gap
tied
on
up.
that.
Yeah. That was a
Close
really
the
good
gap
turn.
on that quite a
Yeah,
bit.
very, very close game right now. So it's
Yeah.
going to be very interesting. And don't forget, Guard are going second. So while they're not able to do a lot on the turns, they are putting points on the board to be able to clean up at the end. So other Brian, is going to have to keep other Brian honest.
You know, if you don't mind, one last thing. On my last activation, after I've hit them, I'll suppress them.
Sure.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah.
So I'm down to 3 CP, and that's just going to make them -1 to hit, period, for the
okay.
next turn.
Ooh,
Now,
that's pretty-
before we go into secondaries, Lil B, would you like to uppy downy?
stuff. Yes, I would. We're going to do the Dread Knight here, because he's serving no purpose really anymore. The Grandmaster is going to pick up as well. They're fine. They're actually in an okay position. I want the strikes here so I can maintain the objective. I do have 1 more unit, and you have 1 more unit in reserve still?
Yes, I do.
I'll pick up the Terminators here, I guess.
Yeah.
Because there's not
They're not
really...
really doing anything.
Because I can just always put them back if I need to, so
Yeah.
I'll pick them up. So 2 Dread Knights and the Terminators are going to get picked up.
Okay. Shall we get some secondaries?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see what we got here.
Only the best ones, Adrian.
Boom, got you. Engage on fronts and behind enemy lines.
Both of those are very doable.
Those are-
So engage, I want to be in at least 3/4, ideally 4/4 to get all the points, and then behind enemy lines, at least 1 unit in Brian's plumbing zone.
So that's actually
preferably 2.
not... I guess, yeah, these guys auto-advance 6.
Yeah, so
So
they'll
that-
move 18.
So you can easily just jump them over.
Right.
Right. Okay. So yeah, not hard at all.
Pretty easy. I think...
And that'll give you engage at the same time.
Yeah,
So it's a
exactly.
2-for-1 for that 3-man squad, right?
Yeah.
It's a really sweet deal, actually.
Do we have any battle shocks to do before we...
Just the small squad here.
Oh, yeah,
with
Drago. Do I care about strats on him? No. And OC doesn't matter because I already don't control it, so I'll roll it.
Oh!
There it is. He's battle shook.
Okay.
Yeesh. So,
Primary.
Primary, I will get 10, even though I control 3 objectives, but it's fine. I'm fine.
No problem.
This is fine.
Yeah. All right, so let's
Awesome.
do some movement.
Cool. Big thank you to Peaches the Destroyer. Again, is it wrong of me to want to take 5-man jump intercessors with Chaplain and Wolf and Dread together to throw a grenade, both units charge, and tank shock? No, I think that's cool. I think stacking those mortal wounds on the charge is a very viable strategy. I think it's cool.
Absolutely.
So I mean, Wolf and Dread can do it. Brutalis Dread can do it. There are some people running a bunch of Dreads that do mortal wound impacts, and it's just a lot of thick bodies with a lot of melee and a lot of mortals on the charge, which is kind of what you want these days.
Absolutely.
So definitely a fan. Thanks, Peaches. Appreciate the support. And don't forget, folks, we're still working on our member tracker. We are at 37 out of 50.
Oh, let's get it there.
Very, very possible. Let's see what we can do.
What do you think, Brian?
I have so many things racing through my mind. I need to kill you because you tied up the game, basically. And because you're going second, I can't allow that to happen. So I need to put a lot of pressure on you, I think, and just stop you from getting around the table. So I think ideally, I get the interceptors into your deployment zone to at least get 3 for behind enemy lines. I ideally want 5 or 2 units for 5 points. I'm thinking of putting the Terminators in the back just to pressure you back there, but obviously the Shadow Sword's right there. Yeah, but the Shadow Sword's right there, and they'll just die, and I don't necessarily want that. So I think if I just hammer this objective, it'll be much more difficult for you to like retake on this side.
Yep.
So I think that's going to be the play where I just put Terminators like on the edge here and just play for that.
Makes sense.
And then just try to like get guns into all the infantry and stuff to just try to limit your scoring as best as I can.
I think you've still got basically your entire army.
Yeah.
So you've got all your tools, and they can all be brought to bear every turn, basically. So nothing but options. That's the problem. It's too many choices.
It's too many options, right?
Yeah.
Which makes it like analysis paralysis.
Yeah.
They move. Dread Knights move 10, 8.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. They move 8. Thanks, Adrian.
I got you. Look, folks, it is turn 4, but
4.
I'm going to make it up to you. Normally turn 3, it is time
Oh,
for the pet pick of the week. Let's go! A big shout out to Yusuf, Lindsay, and Vino. So this first little cutie pie that we see here is going to make numerous appearances. This is Yusuf's little kitty with a little ball. It's adorable.
Pretty cute.
Right? And there were definitely memes, as does happens when you're on the internet. Truly a ball.
Yeah.
We have also Fanatics. This one's for Brian.
Yeah. Amazing.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
It's too good.
And this one, of course. And this is Vino's doggo. What a little cutie patootie.
So cute.
I love it.
A little handkerchief around his neck.
Right. And this is Lindsay's. Adorable. I don't actually know their name. Let's see. Lindsay just said Sleepy, which, you know, accurate. I like it. And of course, one more here for the records. Yusuf's cutie little kitty. And that.
Awesome. The Sonic
The
is perfect. The Sonic is
amazing,
perfect.
yeah.
It's
the best
quite
one.
on point.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for Pet Pick of the Week. Appreciate it. Of course, this is part of our Discord. It's all totally free to join. You don't have to be a member. We do lots of things. We hang out. We chat about Warhammer. We share cute pet pics.
Yeah,
all
we
that
do.
stuff.
Always
Yeah.
a lot going on. Oh, there's so much to do.
Yeah.
So much
You
to do.
have an entire army that can move anywhere. You gotta pick your moves.
So we're just gonna put them back in this building, bottom floor,
Yep. Makes sense.
because they've sticky the objective. So now
Right.
you have to put something there if you want to stop it. This is. I don't even know if I can actually make this road.
This charge is gonna be huge because getting around the wall is tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be like an 11, at least 11. Might not even be feasible. Oh, that's so bad because then I'm just gonna die. It's gonna be the same exact things what happened last time.
You're gonna get shadow sworded. Yeah. I think that's. The
This is
shadow
like the
sword
worst
is
place to be.
very pleased to have another opportunity. I'll say that.
Yeah, this is not great. So actually, I think this is probably
Yeah.
not even worth anything here. So he probably just stays here, and then I have to just pick him up at the end of your next turn
Yep.
to place him in a better
The
spot.
shadow sword is at least keeping them honest.
Yeah,
right?
it's making it very hard for me to like be aggressive.
To use
because-
them the way you want to use them.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. It's really your infantry that's invincible, not those guys.
Yeah.
When it's often probably the other way around sometimes.
Second unit. I can drop him 3 there to get in your deployment zone, and then start
Right.
shots. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll end up just dropping him like here-ish.
Okay.
To be in your deployment zone so I can get 5 on the secondary, and then I'll still have shots into the infantry and everything else that's over here. I won't charge with them, which I have to admit really sucks.
Right.
But
Now this is the unit. If I try to shoot them back, they'll just auto teleport.
yeah,
That's really awesome. So they teleport in, and then they're like they're safe.
yeah,
They're
I know that
invincible.
they won't die. It would be nice to be able to charge them in.
Yeah.
And then when you go to fall back, I either Deimos,
Yeah.
or I just pick them up when you go to shoot at them.
It's pretty big.
But this is kind of the next best thing. It'll get me secondary points, and then I know for sure that they'll be safe, unless you want to charge them.
I could charge them.
In which case, I'm happier for you to do that.
And are they good at killing vehicles in combat?
they're
What's their strength?
They're strength
No.
6, AP 2 for 2. So they're
Okay.
not like actually
And so I could
great.
tank shock you and then something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know if you care, but you can overwatch them.
I thought about it, but in my shooting phase alone, I'm killing 0 to 1.
True, but he doesn't get strats during Overwatch.
I also can't like contend.
My
on
best
command.
Overwatch would be what? The Khazarkans? That's my highest volume of shots. Either that or because they at least have AP.
Yeah.
Whereas the tank commander is only going to have maybe 7 shots, 1 hit.
Yeah.
Odds are 0 killed. So that the odds are 0 kill.
Yeah. True.
I know I have infinite CP, right? So
Yeah, basically. So there's nowhere for me to go.
No, I get it.
um,
Welcome into Wizard.
killing 1 is nice. Like 1 for 1 CP is obviously not generally good, but that's even if I killed 1. The odds are not 1. The odds are less than 1. I think that.
Do I just be annoying and just lose him when I fail the charge? It seems
Oh my
like
God.
not great. I don't have a place for these Dread Knights. This Shadow Sword is so annoying.
It's amazing.
Because I could charge, like I have charges onto things wherever I want it, but I can't kill Shadow Swords. There's no reason to go
Right.
there. And if I make a charge into a Sentinel, I'm
Then the
trading
Shadow
a
Sword
Dread Knight for a
for a
Sentinel,
Shadow, yeah.
and that's like the worst possible trade that I could ever make. And this building is making it very difficult for me to drop in and get a charge into. So I have to try to shoot, but then I get shot in return, which I hate. But
Decisions.
decisions and decisions.
I have
and
things that will die when you shoot them, but they're just not worth killing.
Right.
Yeah,
So you still have this stuff to come in from reserves.
I do still have reserves.
So I have to screen at least some amount. So we'll do Dread Knight here. Still won't shoot me. They're here. They're here. There's probably a space here that you can go to, but whatever. I can't
Yay.
stop that. This is terrible.
Thanks, Sis, for Courtney. Appreciate it. Glad to
did a
catch you.
super shadow
Have you catch us live. And they say, welcome back, Brian.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Hopefully you're doing well. Working on any paint projects right now? While you're
did I
thinking about that,
do it?
Brian, I do want to give a reminder of what's going on here at the studio this week. Look at all these amazing things we've already done. Old World on Monday, Fellhammer and Tau on Tuesday, and that
An incredible game.
you have to see.
You
it.
have to watch that game.
And then, of course, right now we're playing Guard versus Grey Knights tonight, 5 p.m. It's the Chat Paint Challenge. All 3 of us have been challenged by chat to paint up a model in Roy Lichtenstein's style. So this is like a pop art
Very
style.
cell shady.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing that live for members. If you are not a member, try it out still. It's a cool challenge. Post up, tag us in it. And then, of course, Saturday, we are going to be all at the Bay Area Open. Brian Leva and myself are playing in 40k. Brian Pullen's going to be playing Old World. So we won't be here live, but we got a special treat. We have a rare pre-recorded Titans episode featuring the Deceptors and the Eldari. We're able to do some cool editing on that. It's a nice, more succinct format.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think.
Yeah, give us your feedback. It was a lot of work, and we're hoping to do a lot more, but we want your feedback first.
Yeah, this was kind of a good excuse, right? We're
Yeah,
like, well,
for
we
sure.
want to do
We're already going to be
episode.
away.
Yeah. So cool.
Okay.
Oh, that's a great question, DeWizard. What is our membership goal at right now? We're on our way, but we're not quite there. 37 out of 50.
37.
Can we get 13 more?
We could get
In a
13
turn and a half?
more.
It can happen.
Chat, I believe in us. We can get 13.
Is it a shooting phase?
I do believe it is the shooting phase. I'm
Bring
not
the
happy
heat.
with this Dread Knight being here, but it is what it is.
Yep. It's
So-
like you feel bad an entire game of them behind in
Walls.
your deployment zone.
Yeah, it just feels bad. And like if you kill one, it's the same as them just sitting behind walls because I'm not using it anyways. So who
Exactly.
cares?
Yeah.
So let's start with him because he has the most like limited line of sight.
Yeah. Very limited.
So I'm gonna put the big gun into the Sentinel.
Yeah.
And then the anti-infantry gun, I'm just gonna throw into the Guardsman on the
Yeah.
objective.
Makes perfect sense.
So let's start with the Grandmaster. Here we go.
And you don't ignore cover with the anti-infantry.
Not with the anti-infantry.
So I will go to ground. Down to 2 CP.
So let's do the side cannon first. This is into the Sentinel, hitting on 3s.
Done 2 CP.
Ooh.
Wait.
So here's the anti-infantry gun.
That was an amazing roll. Thankfully, the Sentinel is really not that valuable.
It was, but it was just like,
Imagine that was like your bring it down or something.
oh, I would cry. Sustain, boom. And then these are wounding on 2s, but you'll have cover.
Okay. All right. Okay. So 5 die.
So that's him done. So let's jump into Drago and the Paladin. So Drago first.
Drago.
Drago. Oh, he gets to shoot both of these. Because it's not a pistol.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? Okay, so here's Drago first. He hits on 3s. This is the Scourging. It's on 2s. Sorry, not. Oh, but I'm -1, so I am hitting on 3s.
Yep.
And then wounding on 2s.
Suppressed.
So they're 3 at AP 2.
Okay, so I go to 6 up saves. Okay, so 3 die.
And then his Stormbolter hits on 3s. And then we'll wound on 3s. 1, no AP.
4 up. No.
Ah, yeah. You had one job.
Then who did I pull? That's just a dude, no side cannon there. So here's the Stormbolter from that guy. It's on 3s. And then wounds on 3s. Just 1, no AP.
And he's dead too. That's the whole squad.
Perfect.
Easy peasy.
Don't even need to charge him.
Efficiency.
Right. Look at this generosity. Big thank you to 95 Ginger Age for 5
Whoa.
gift memberships.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Also welcome Templar Warden to Captain. We count those. Welcome, thank you to Wizard for individually gifting a membership twice. Appreciate it, appreciate
Amazing.
it.
Thank you so
so much.
Moving the meter. Blah, blah.
That's going to take me off my primary. Pretty
Which
big.
is really important.
That's a pretty big swing there.
So now I'm going to do the 3 oh no, they advance, so they can't actually shoot because I didn't spend the strat for
Right.
things. So they're not doing anything. But the Paladins,
Yeah.
we're going to put all of the Stormbolters into the Kazarkin.
Ouch.
And then I think I'm going to put the side cannons there as well.
Okay.
Because you have a lot of like special weapons there that have actually good AP.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the plan. So
Sounds great.
Let's start
do it.
with the side cannons. And there are 3 shots each on theirs, and there's 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, hitting on 2s. Into Kazarkin. And then wounding on 2s. Okay, and I believe these are AP 1.
Okay.
AP 1, yeah.
And Kazakins have a 5 up save?
4.
4, okay.
So you go to a
So it
5.
goes to a 5, so 3 die.
Okay. And then here are Stormbolters from the other 2. So 1, 2. Hitting on 2s. Oh, okay. And then 3s. 2 of them, no AP.
Okay, 4 ups.
And then
Okay, one more dice.
Brother Captain. Oh, dang it, whatever.
And the memberships continue to flood in. Thank you, Stephen Witten, for 10 memberships.
Oh, thank you so
Taking
much.
our goal to
Oh, did we do it?
56
Oh,
out of
we did
50.
it!
Ah.
We broke the
Amazing.
meter. Woo!
You
Thank
guys
you,
are
thank you.
bosses.
Amazing, everybody. Thank you, thank you.
All right, so here is the Brother Captain. I forgot he gives psychic weapons sustain. So
Oh, okay, there's a captain in there too.
Objective.
yeah. Didn't matter because I didn't roll any 6s anyways. I'll just say that to cope. 2s, 1 at AP 1.
Okay, and another one dies.
Alrighty. So that's all the guns from the Terminators. It's fine, I guess.
That was great.
I don't have any more shooting.
He's not,
I
not
guess.
good enough.
Incidental fire, it's just
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like 6 die.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do to kill 6
for
people.
casuals.
So you even just do 6 wounds.
I think that might be it. I could try and charge into like the Sentinel or something, but like, why would I leave the objective? I guess is the question. To tie you up, maybe, but nah. You know, I'll try it. Whatever. Drago will try to go into the Sentinel.
Okay.
If you would
Yeah.
like to Overwatch me, or
I would not. That doesn't sound nice to me. So it's just outside of an 8, so you need 9.
all right, let's do it. I'll just roll 9. I did not roll
Very
9.
close.
Oh, it's the 8.
Yep, and I have no CP, and they're actually battle shocked anyway, so it doesn't matter. So that is actually going to be my turn.
Okay, okay.
What did you score?
So at the end of my turn, I will get 5 for behind enemy lines, and I will get
Engage.
engage for 3, not for 5, because they aren't quite 3 inches off.
They're not
of-
fully over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were going to teleport them back into the far corner.
I was thinking about it,
Yeah.
and then
You really wanted to get their
I
shots.
wanted the Kazarkin gone, and then I just didn't get the Kazarkin gone. So it's actually kind of the worst of both.
You're right,
worlds
you're right,
there.
you're right. Because I literally have every special weapon still.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like it didn't actually do anything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, I need to go up on secondary because I'm going to go down on primary here.
Yeah.
So let's pick up some cards. Give me something I can do.
Cleanse and engage on all fronts.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
okay.
can cleanses, kill something on an objective.
Do actions on it.
Oh, actions.
Kill germs on objectives.
Yeah.
You have to cleanse them.
So, okay.
So let's do action.
Unfortunately, I can only do that in one place, which is here.
Yep.
And I don't have anything. Oh, no, the Sentinel can make it to the middle. Okay, so I can do it in 2 places. And engage, I can have 2 quarters here. I can deep strike in some Kazakins for a 3rd quarter somewhere.
Yep.
So it's not going to be amazing, but it's points.
Cool.
Okay, and then I do battle shock these Bullgren again.
Yep.
They fail.
And then the Kazarkin also. You got 5. So
One,
you're
two,
fine.
yeah,
You're
I'm
fine.
fine. And then orders, we are going to give myself take aim, take aim, take aim.
Yep.
We will give this squad take aim as well. This is my big squad there. I'll give this tank even maybe take aim. And then I'll go with the Sentinel, doesn't really need anything. So this Kazarkin squad will give themselves take aim. And this Sentinel here, I guess I could also give it take aim. So that's it. We're taking aim.
Beautiful.
If it wasn't clear.
We might want to check the Sentinel. Apparently, the rerolls that it gives, I was saying it was only indirect, but it might be for everything,
Oh, okay.
which would be great.
I mean, that would have been very strong.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Okay.
Okay, we know who Adrian's favored Brian is now after that.
Yeah, well, you did pay me, so that's fair. The scout. Yeah. See, I told
Yeah,
you
no,
the
it is rerolls once.
Oh
so
my
yeah, my
God.
whole army could have been rerolling
That's
one
huge.
against any
Ooh,
target.
that's huge.
Yeah.
And you just have to hit the target, or you just have to
No.
look at it?
No, I just pick a target.
Yeah, so it's in the shooting phase. Pick it has to see it and be within 18.
Okay.
Um,
Good. Great. Well, now we know.
now we know.
If it has indirect, it also gets the benefit of ignoring the minus there.
Oh, that's
okay.
huge. Oh, that's so good.
It's
very nice.
pretty,
That is
pretty
so
good.
Cool, cool. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a lovely day. We're playing some Warhammer Guard versus Grey Knights, Battle of the Bryans. Hopefully you're enjoying our new time slot. A bit easier for everybody that's not in California. It's been fun.
Absolutely.
I'm
This is my second last turn?
this is your turn 4, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm thinking when you move him, I pick up the unit of interceptors there. So if
Okay.
you could stay outside of 9, if you even care to stay outside of 9, when you finish.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
You want to? They're just a little 3-man squad, right?
Yeah, they're 3 missing, but actually you could definitely control the objective and not be within 9 of him. So yeah, this doesn't really make sense. I don't want to lose like everything here. So I think I'll just pick up these 3-mans. I'll Mist of Deimos.
Okay.
Pick these guys up. The 3-man interceptors.
That'll
so
put you at 1, Brian?
I'll go down to 0 CP.
0, okay. And then Primary was just holding 1, correct?
Yes.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Thanks for the question, Nick.
And if I shoot these guys, they just
They
go
just
away.
pick up, yeah. So they will be on the table. They just move anywhere 9 inches away. So I'd put them behind like a wall or something. And at the end of your turn, I'll pick them up.
Wow.
So good.
Yeah, but that's a
that's
once
so
per game
good.
thing. They're free shunt.
Oh, that's it. It's just once.
The only time that you'll ever get to shoot them, they just get to do
Yeah,
it.
just
It's
the
fine.
one time that you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick asking what I think about the Emperor's Children Index. I think it's poo. Because it basically doesn't exist. It was the most placeholder that they could do. I'm not surprised. I mean, it was literally just, here's Lucius, here's Noise Marines, and they get to do Dark Packs. You know, like, I didn't expect any more. I don't care what GW says. The Codex is coming. They're protesting way too loudly for someone who's not doing Codex,
Yeah, if they just like didn't say anything about it,
right? I just love it. Yeah,
be
they do
less
everything
obvious,
wrong.
you know?
You're like, no, if you think this means you're going to get in Codex, you might not be right. Okay, well, weird thing to say. So it is what it is. I am happy that Noise Marines kept their ability to force battle shocks. That's very important for things like Dread Talon detachment. So why not? And why does Lucius have to be the warlord? That's kind of like what they were doing before, where they were like, if he's your warlord, I think it was like Noise Marines or Battle Line or something weird. So it's fine. It's kind of like a non thing, right? So don't consider it a real thing. It's just a way for them to have rules. Clearly, because these units are being taken out of this codex and being put, I don't know, somewhere else. Not Old World. That's only for Beastmen.
Maybe Sigmar. Who's to
Yeah,
say?
maybe Sigmar. Will the Death Strike fire this game? I don't know.
It's doing a really good job of keeping me out of that building.
Right?
So like, this is actually probably more valuable than it actually shooting.
This amazing sword of Damocles.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very tricky to use in this matchup.
Exactly, Hazard Brewing. If they weren't doing Codex of Sedition, they wouldn't have removed them from the book. Precisely.
It's true.
So, again, not official confirmation from Titans. I don't know anything. I just...
The
stating
writing's on
obvious.
the wall. It makes sense, right?
There's a lot of writing on
I
the wall.
know that they should do it.
true.
Look, I agree with Brian.
Those are the things I know.
So what are you thinking for this turn? What's the plan?
I mean, we'll kill these two guys and actually have my primary back.
Yep.
Yay.
We'll kill this guy. That's literally all I can do,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure that is the extent of my powers. I'm staging to be able to put models onto the middle objective, and that's that's basically it. You know, that's kind of all I've got there.
Can I offer some advice in these trying times?
Yeah.
Are you going to shoot those Grey Knights off the objective?
Which ones?
The one
Yeah,
that-
these ones here? Yes.
Yeah. So just remember he can do 3-inch deep strike. So if you're not going to charge, you might want to try to advance to get on or close to the objective, so you can't just 3-inch back onto it and turn off your primary in the last turn, like the Bullgrin.
But I would score it at the end of my turn.
This is turn 4, so I go first.
Is that true for this one as well?
He scores at the end of the turn and then also at the end of the game.
Oh, okay. So you're fine.
He-
Okay.
it doesn't actually matter.
Sounds good.
But
So that
thank
was
you.
not friendly advice.
No, I thought it was very friendly. It just wasn't advice.
Yeah.
More of a hindrance, really.
Really difficult decision here. Yeah.
That Shadow Sword has been holding such a strong angle on this table.
Yeah.
It's insane the amount of value you're getting just by having it exist.
Okay.
Thanks for all the likes, folks. Really appreciate it. It costs us nothing, but it does help us a lot.
Okay. And this tank is going to move as well, just so it can put its body in a place at the end of the game, you know?
Yeah. Because you still haven't gotten Investigate. So you want something to be staged
Aha.
within 9 of the table quarters.
Yeah, so
or
I've got this
corners.
guy, got these guys, and I'm thinking of deep striking or like infiltrating my Kazarkins over here. This will give me engage, and it'll also start to screen you coming this way a little bit.
Yep.
I am not crazy, unfortunately. You
up?
do not score second if you go second. So you'll want to cover that deep strike.
Where you don't score second?
Nope.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yeah. It's
That's
the same.
crazy.
Yeah, I hate this mission, but it's just, yeah. Second turn is very important.
I have played this mission wrong every single time I played it. If
of that.
that's the case.
Yeah,
'Cause
right?
I'm like, oh, I go second, I score second. And that's just kind of like the norm nowadays.
Yeah.
And I have never questioned.
I knew there was one mission where that's not the case, but I can never remember which one it is, you know?
I mean, I guess it makes sense if you're going to play a mission where you also score at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Like what I was saying at the beginning, like, oh, you just double dip. You go second, and then you score 25, guaranteed. Like, it's great.
yeah.
It
would be
nice that they
25
had a little
guaranteed.
bit of foresight to not let that happen.
Yeah. Thank you, Timonius, for the shout out, validating my my fears in life.
Yeah, so if you can have somebody like, I guess you'd have to charge on the objective, which you're.
I mean, Draco probably won't die anyways, and if I charge him, then he'll probably kill my Bullgrin.
I could always choose to have him die by taking like my worst save. I don't always have to take the best save, right?
I see.
I wouldn't do that because that's lame, but
What?
that is lame.
You've done it to me so many times.
What? I've never taken a worst save on purpose to kill me. I've told you that I could do it,
I guess that's true.
but I've never actually done
It's
it.
always been a threat.
In tournaments, I will.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's also usually when you're playing Eldar, and I'm like, well, it makes sense. Eldar are tricky.
yeah,
They're dishonest people by nature.
yeah, it's true.
I have nothing else that can get on it. Like, I could advance the Kazarkins, then they can't shoot.
You can get to, like, to the side.
I could give the Kazarkins extra move, and I could get a couple of them on it. And then they could shoot if I gave them plus 3-inch move. Because I can't give 2 orders to the same squad, right?
Correct.
So if I gave them the plus 3-inch move, they could shoot, and I'd still get a couple guys on the squad on it. But then if you came down within 3, you just wipe all my guys, right?
Yeah,
like if you brought a squad in, every one of my guys who have OC would be dead.
So I think there also now is a reason to not shoot at them at all because I mean, I guess I'd have to pick them. I could pick them up anyways. Like, never mind. Doesn't even matter.
But at least when I'm looking, when I'm from my perspective here, if you advance up to either side of the objective, he can't drop on it.
Oh, like he couldn't even get close enough.
Right.
So
Okay.
keep in mind, I still have interceptors.
Okay, so I'll
off
advance
the
the
table.
Bullgrins then.
Right.
Shoot and scoot.
I understand. Advancing the Bullgrins then is the answer.
Shoot and scoot, but what are you going to do, you know? And he can push them up so that there's not enough space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand. I understand. Okay. So I'll just come up like this then. So then he just can't actually get on within 3.
Yeah.
I understand what the point you're making.
Yeah, you just don't want to
Makes
make it
more sense.
automatic. Cool.
Okay. All right.
Tactics.
What we're going to do then.
Kazarkin could do 2 because they can order themselves, if that changes anything.
Oh, they can do 2? That's neat.
Yeah, specifically Kazarkin.
Okay, well, I do have an extra order, so I can put 2 of them on the objective and then still have them take aim.
Beautiful.
Sweet.
I mean, why not?
Why not? Thanks,
Oh.
JD and Steel X Spider. Definitely our guard specialist in chat. Appreciate it, folks.
Kazakin?
Yes, I'm going to deep strike back in this corner
Makes sense.
because that puts the pressure on you to hold,
do something about
hold
it.
your own backfield objective.
Yeah, for sure.
And gives me a shot at taking it on my last turn,
Yeah.
Kazarkin.
which it would be nice if even if I killed you, I got the objective, or like you didn't get it, but I'll take this.
Strikes for the win.
Yeah.
You could always try and charge too. Like if you don't wipe me, you could try to charge just to get the bodies on the point. 'Cause if you kill enough of them, and I only have like 1 or 2 guys there, I'm not gonna kill the whole squad. So you just out OC me anyways.
What is up, Scary in chat? How you doing,
Scary.
bud? Congrats on the recent GT win.
Oh yeah, I saw it with Drukari.
Yeah.
Ooh, amazing.
Amazing.
Always.
I'm so jealous. I wish I could play Drukari well.
You do need to come visit the studio. You're welcome anytime. Come play.
Okay. Are we playing Warhammer now?
I think we're doing it.
Okay, so I'm going to use my Sentinel ability for the first time in the game. I'm going to
Sorry.
target this Dread Knight and then this unit of Paladins, because I have 2 guys. I'm going to do... did I have to do an action on the second?
Yeah, you need to cleanse here
Cleanse.
and cleanse there.
Right.
Yep.
And so now because the Bullgrin's advanced, they don't have assault weapons, so they can't do the action.
They're also battle shocked. If you're battle shocked, you can't.
So
do
then the
actions.
Sentinel will have to give up his
cleanse.
last cannon to do
Yeah.
it, which is fine. So Sentinel's doing the actions for the win.
Makes sense.
Dang.
And
Wish I killed it last turn.
yeah, now it actually kind of matters. There's only 1 Paladin, which means I will need 3 tanks to kill him.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, at least. So let's see what we could do. We're going to take the Baneblade, the Mighty Baneblade, and the Baneblade's going to put 100% of his weapons, I think, into this guy.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
No, he'll put all of his last cannons and all of his big gun, and then all of my heavy bolters will go into this squad here.
Sure. So then when you target them, I'll do the 9-inch move, and then you can redeclare your shots.
Okay,
So,
so let's take their move.
so anywhere 9 away,
This is once per game enhancement,
once per
folks.
game, and then because you're threatening my home objective, I'm just gonna reinforce my home objective with some paladins.
And then now that will make me put all of my shots into that Dread Knight.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I just cannot see that paladin. It's by the sliver of shiny armor. Okay.
The true sliver.
The true
sliver.
True sliver. Oh, it's good. All right. Here is the volcano cannon. Round 2.
Round 2. Ooh.
Okay, so just 2 shots.
It's still, look, the dream is alive.
It is hitting on 2s. And 6s would be nice. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
It is wounding on 2s.
Yep.
And 6s would be nice.
All right, I just gotta make 1 of these.
Yeah, I mean,
It's fine. I'll
last time you made 2.
I'll just make both.
There you go. So 4 last cannons. On 2s. Okay, so that one's lethal.
Lethal.
And then on 3s.
3s, yep.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Come on. 4 people!
You owe me. No.
Oh my
You owe me, I said. Oh,
Look, I gave you 1.
oh yeah, so generous. All right,
Look, wait.
7 damage.
So he's down to 6.
Yeah.
This is a roller coaster of
Oh
emotions.
no! Are the heavy boulders gonna do it?
No.
Too much.
Oh my gosh.
1, 2, 3,
Heavy blotters, let's go.
Blotters.
4, and 5. Okay, so on 2s, let's get the 6s. Okay, so look, a lot of 6s, forcing you to take some saves. It's on 3s actually. 'Cause they're not
Reroll
bad.
the
The 1s,
yeah.
right. Thanks, because I was not paying attention. And it's not heavy, so
But these are also sustained.
why?
The heavy
Always.
bolters?
Oh, heavy bolters are sustained. Okay,
Yeah.
so great. Thanks. Thanks, Tom.
100% accuracy.
Tom.
Then these are, I'm
What's your-
T10, I think. So it might
So
be
then
sixes.
I think T9.
My T9? Well, I'll
Yeah.
try.
It's like the one thing they don't have.
They are, oh dang, they're T8. They're trash.
Ooh.
So 5s.
Yeah, 5s.
And they are twin links.
Twin links.
So we'll grab the successes. I maybe even should have given myself the AP against these guys.
Yeah,
I
because
don't think that-
I'll have cover here.
Yeah.
2 up.
2 ups, it's fine. Look, I can fail 3 2 ups.
I certainly hope so. There you go. 2, 4, 6.
You did the same pose.
Incredible. A roller coaster of emotions.
There's no way!
It's a roller coaster. of emotions.
Exploding doesn't matter, but it's cool.
Oh.
But it's cool. It's
Oh
not
my
that
God.
cool.
What a roller coaster we were on
Heavy
there.
bolters!
Let's get those ones in chat, folks. Amazing.
It was a lot of heavy bolter wounds.
That
though,
is
To be
actually.
true.
fair,
Like,
though, the volcano cannon should have just done it to begin with.
I don't think so, honestly. Like 3 shots, you know what I mean? Like you can
Yeah.
drop 1. You get 4 up saves, you know what I mean?
That was so sad.
So sad. And the 13 wounds against the 12 damage, it's
Yeah.
just like so mean.
It's like the perfect storm to just
Yeah.
not give you any efficiency.
Okay. Well,
Figured it out.
we do have Drago and Paladin. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot with ye old Kazarkins, I think. We're going to shoot with the ye old Kazarkins, okay?
Okay.
And I cannot use the overlapping fields of fire until a separate regiment has already shot, I think.
Yeah, or squadron.
Yeah, and I don't have anyone else who can shoot because, again, yeah, I don't think so. So,
In hindsight, probably should have moved the Death Strike over to see.
just to see, but yeah, he's holding my backfield.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right then, you're right.
Oh, I realized you can come within 3. You could just take my backfield? Is that right?
Yeah,
I
that's
keep forgetting you go.
that's
So
the
let me
thing.
just string these guys back.
Yeah,
Yeah, just put a model on the objective, essentially.
Yeah.
Like on
oh
the
my
actual,
God.
like...
I totally. It's so hard to remember that like you could be anywhere at all times.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Just so there's no like, yeah, gotcha type stuff. The interceptors, they still have to shoot after they move, or sorry, move after they shoot.
Yeah,
So
okay.
they can drop in 3, shoot, and then they get to move 6.
What? I thought that was illegal.
That's not, nope, 10th edition, they took away all of the bad things and then gave it back to everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, all those horrible design principles. They were
yeah.
like, you know what? We're going to lean into it.
Yeah, so they can still
So
do
they
that.
could come in within just outside and then get onto the
Shoot
objective.
and then move afterwards.
Okay, so I'll just put a few more bodies.
Yeah, you need to make sure.
It's only OC3, so just have like OC4 there.
Big thank you to Caldor for the super chat. Taking advantage of this beautiful day to prime my Necrons. The power of the rattle cannon is real. Good luck, Brian. Should I bring a commander deck Friday? Of course, Caldorf is referring to our Emperor's meetup tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
In the studio for the Bay Area Open. Look, Caldorf, you miss every shot you don't take, so you got to bring a commander deck just in case.
Look, I will say, they got me to play Commander the other day.
I know.
For the first time in a very, very long time.
Look, you're going to play some tonight. We got you.
We had a great time. I cried laughing. I was laughing so hard.
Oh my
Commander's
God.
great.
He
Commander's
did.
great. We're gonna be playing. I'm
Thanks,
excited.
Caldor.
I'm super excited.
And then kind of, yeah, final reminder, if you are an Emperor or want to be one, tomorrow is the Emperor's meetup for BAO. So last chance, last reminder, it's
Don't
going to
miss
be
out.
awesome.
Don't miss out.
Definitely show up.
Okay, so with a few guys back, actually, I'm going to be able to plink 2 shots at you. Mm-hmm. 1 hits. 2 hits because take aim, and no wounds. But then I
Excellent.
will burn my CP
To get the
on
extra AP.
Thanks,
on-
Gary. See you around.
Fields of Fire. So down to 2 CP. Comes it goes.
Yeah,
you know?
what? You were living large on CP. What happened?
I know.
I mean, all my strats cost 2 for some reason. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Okay, so we're gonna go with my plasma first, and I'm getting hot up in here. Let's do it. They're gonna be hitting on 2s. They're re-rolling 1s because
Yep.
of Sentinel. Look at
Nice.
me remembering rules.
And then 3s to 4s.
Yeah,
is my
this
thing.
whole- this
As soon
whole
as you kill the
chestnut.
paladin, I lose that -1.
This old chestnut.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just 1. 4 from vulnerable save because your AP a lot.
No,
Oh my God, he's a monster.
he's a monster. The Meltas.
Mana
So this
says.
one goes through, and the 2 hits.
And on a 4.
A 4. Oh my God, yeah.
And then here's the
It's a Melta. No!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Look, we said at least 3 tanks. These
Okay.
are little baby guns.
And the sniper rifle hits, and I imagine wounds.
yeah, I have to imagine. AP is something.
It's
That's
not that
okay.
nice. Stop it!
God.
It's
Hey, don't forget your mine.
Okay.
It's-
Oh, and
it's
I
starter
can do
phase, so
grenades too, right?
You should,
Yeah, you can do
Yeah,
grenades.
yeah.
you should
okay.
grenades first.
Yeah.
The
So,
mine you could wait until next
1,
phase.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Every 4-up. Oh, okay. 4 4-ups. I do have 4 up Funeral Pains here because of Drago.
Uh-huh.
And Mortal Wound Protection. He's down to 1.
Okay.
He's almost dead. But he's still not.
He's infinitely alive.
Is it
as
just
we know.
him?
So it's Drago and the Paladin. One
It's
Paladin
one
is left
Paladin.
on 1. Which is the worst case because I'm maintaining my -1 to wound.
And then the special mine that I have that you're saying.
Yeah. And again, folks, we know this is slightly out of order, but we're all learning.
Yeah, I'm definitely learning. It's a lot of rules here.
So it's on a 2+.
once
Ours
per
is very
battle.
complicated already.
Okay. Okay, D6.
No. 2+ is D3.
Yeah. So I roll a D6 on a 2+, it's D3. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
So just not a 1 here. There you
Okay,
go.
D3.
And it's, or 2D3 if it's a vehicle. Yeah, you're not a vehicle. But you're stronger than
I'm
that.
I'm tankier than a vehicle,
He's
actually.
a beast, not a vehicle.
So D3, so it's just 1 mortal wound.
4 Funeral Pain.
Okay. Nothing can bring him down. So I have 2 plasmas that got potentially hot. Nope,
no.
they're good. Okay, let's go with this tank here. Heavy bolters, las cannons.
Everything.
Battle cannon.
The whole kitchen sink. Let's see it.
I don't think we're even gonna get close to killing you, if I'm being honest. So heavy, here's,
Sustained.
yeah,
And you reroll the 1. And you move.
I'm hitting on
Lethal.
3s, yeah.
Yeah.
So, so sustained, so okay. So, and then this is force to wound you,
4 is the wound.
and twin links.
Is your heavy bolters?
It's not twin linked, so nothing.
Okay.
Then I have 3 last cannons,
3 las cannons.
rerolling the 1,
Reroll 1.
okay. And then this would be 2s to wound, but up to 3s,
So
right?
3s, yep.
Okay.
4 up. Invulnerable save. Ooh,
Okay.
Down he goes.
So the 1 guy goes down.
So now it's just Drago.
Now it's just the battle cannon on Drago.
There you go. No minuses to win.
Unfortunately, my D6 is just a 2 again. Literally only rolled 2s, if you remember. Not 1s, not 3s, just 2s.
I appreciate. Look, I was told before this game started, Brian only rolls 6s. But they didn't specify which Brian. It's
true.
kind of the problem.
That's right, you're right. And hitting here on 3s. I did move, so I'm not getting my, but I'm rerolling once, getting my lethal. And then this would be 2s, but down to 3s.
It's still 2s because I am no longer
Hell yeah.
in the Paladin squad.
Wait, is this the same activation though?
Yeah,
So you still get the thing.
Oh, fair enough.
Sorry.
Okay, so it would be 3s then. AP.
1.
So I have 2 ups.
Yeah.
Oh, but you still +1 AP.
Yes.
Right? Oh, that's why.
So AP 2.
Okay, so I have a 3-up save here. Okay, so 1 goes through. Damage.
Yeah, 3 damage.
Okay, so he's down to some.
Or actually, it might be 2
number-
damage. Let me just double check, sorry. For some reason, I'm blanking
gun
on
is
it.
this?
Battle cannon.
3.
It's 3, okay, yeah.
So he's down to 4.
Ooh, 7 wounds. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's chunky.
Okay, I have 1 tank and 1 tank only that can get you. We're putting everything in.
Come on, Drago, you got this, buddy.
Oh, let's go.
3 las cannons to the face.
Oh,
They hit.
so good.
2s to wound.
2s, yeah. I have no more protection.
Okay.
Is your 4-up invulns? Drago!
Just die.
Drago!
Oh no!
Just die!
He's the Grandmaster. Is he Grandmaster? No, he's not a Grandmaster.
Amazing.
I don't know anything about Grey Knights.
Wow. You're a fake Grey Knight fan.
Heck yeah, I am.
This is incredible.
This is insane.
incredible, this unit. All right, I have just the one heavy bolter.
Sustain.
Double.
Sustain.
And,
4s.
okay. And there you
Not
go.
It's possible.
AP 2.
2. So I definitely won't have cover here. So 4 either way.
The heavy bolters?
Why?
He was too busy with the las cannons.
Dang it!
Ridiculous.
He is the supreme grandmaster.
Because I called
Yeah.
him. Oh my gosh, what a nerd.
What is going on in this game?
What is happening?
It's wild.
Oh, the heavy bolters are more terrifying than any other gun
Both times.
in the army.
Both times.
Crazy.
All right, my man. I'm pretty sure I did a turn.
want some
Oh, no, I
Kazakin?
didn't. I have Kazakin. Okay. Well, let's shoot the strikes because it's the only thing I have a hope in hell
Yeah.
of potentially hurting. If I'm, yeah, I think that's true. So let's go. They're giving themselves take aim.
Makes sense.
So we're going to go with 4 plasmas, hitting you on 2s.
2s.
Okay, I missed. And winning you on 2s.
Indeed. Okay.
Great.
And these are AP 3, right?
They sure are.
So these are 5-up saves.
Yeah.
Because I got
Finally,
2
something
bombers.
might die. Nothing. No. Okay, 1 dies. 2 melted. I spoke too soon.
You did.
1 hit
2.
and a 2.
So this gives you a 6-up save.
Yes.
6s.
You dare.
He almost dared.
Yeah.
Damage.
It's 4. Okay.
So another one.
And then we have just the sniper, and then we'll do the other guns. I've never hot shot marksman, so just 1 attack on a 2. Nice. And it's heavy and precision. Precision's on the wound though, right?
Precision is on the hit roll. You can make it into.
No, it's on the wound.
It's on the wound?
You always have it. Once you've wounded, then you can allocate it to a character.
Okay.
That makes sense.
But you didn't do
Okay.
it, so it's
And
fine.
then I have.
And also, there's no character in the squad.
Yeah. So that was 4 or 5 guys. So I have the other 5 guys left. 2, 4, 6.
5 guys.
Yeah. 8, 10. So hitting here on 2s.
2s.
Okay.
Oh.
And then this is strength 3 on a hot shot,
Three.
right?
I think so.
Yeah. And so
Fives.
5s.
These are AP 2 though, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's good AP.
There you go.
So these are 5 up. Or sorry, nope, it's 4 up saves. Because 2 up armor. Oh.
Oh yeah.
1 damage, right?
Yeah.
So you kill 1.5.
Yeah.
So 1.
So I got 2 guys in the squad.
There are 2 left. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I killed 3.
You killed 3.
All right.
That was more effective than all of your tanks, like
Yeah.
combined.
The whole game.
Yeah. Okay. So I finished my turn. I did an engage in 3/4.
Yep.
And my other secondary was which again?
Cleanse, which you did.
Which
on
I did
2
on 2 objectives.
Beautiful.
Oh, this is big.
Oh my God, it's close.
This is so close. Okay.
You're gonna have to go big, Brian.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go big or I'm gonna go home.
Oh, and sorry. Last thing, I might move this. No, actually, you need to stand here to score this. You also need to stand in the middle.
Yeah, this is Death Strike, folks.
This is the death strike, and you need to stand back here. No, because you can walk off it.
I can walk off. I can walk off of these.
So
two.
technically, the one in the middle is the only one you don't currently already have.
Right.
Right. So then we will put it onto the middle.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right.
I hate it.
Wow.
Okay.
Secondaries?
So before we go to my
Okay, you're gonna pick up.
Oh,
units.
yeah.
Before I can do secondaries, I'm gonna pick up some stuff. I'm gonna pick up the 2 strikes because
You could use them to do something.
yeah, and if they're off the table, they don't need the battle shock, and I will fail battle shock, so I'm gonna pick them up for sure. So they're gone. The 3 interceptors are still off the table because I picked them up last turn. So I have 1, 2. I don't know where I put the 3rd one. Oh yeah, the side cannon this way.
Okay.
So that's 1 unit. I can have 2 more. I think the paladins probably just hold down the fort. What secondaries have I not gotten? Investigate signals. Haven't gotten that. I haven't gotten bring it down. No prisoners. Yeah, this is fine. So I'll pick up
6 wounds.
the paladins because I could have just put them back. And this dread knight. So I'll pick up the paladins, the 2 strike unit, and then the paladin. Or dread knight, sorry.
Okay.
So that's what I pick up. So those are 3. And now I have 4 things in reserves because I picked up the
'Cause you have the
interceptors with the
yeah.
Miscedamus. Okay, so going on to my turn, I get a CP. Primary, I'll get 10, as is the case for the whole game.
He's on no objectives.
Yeah,
and he gets
0
10.
objectives I'm standing on,
So
I'll get 10
dumb.
primary.
Oh my God.
And then I guess just secondaries for me, please.
Fantastic. Let me
Okay, give him nothing.
nothing.
Nothing
Take
but the
from him
best.
everything.
You got it. Yeah.
Extend and tempting. Ooh, which one is tempting?
So this one's tempting.
Yeah, of course, that makes sense. Now I think I spend the CP because I haven't gotten rid of one yet.
Okay.
Tempting's not going to happen, so I'm going to spend the CP to get rid of it. Oh wait, actually, before I do that, do I need the 3-inch deep strike anywhere? What was my other one? Extend? I've already got extend.
Extend.
So tempting.
No,
what-
so extend, you just need to hold it, or you literally need to have a model there?
I just need to hold it, which I do already.
Home and hold middle.
Tempting's not going to happen guaranteed, so I think this is just better. So I'll spend the CP just to get rid of tempting,
All right.
because the chance to get something I can do is better than guaranteed not having it.
Give him assassinate or something.
So you cannot do 3-inch now.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
But
Okay.
I didn't need it for extend battle lines.
He might
and
need
I
it for
already
the next
can't
thing that
tempt
comes
it.
out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, this is capture right here. Ah, signals.
This is great. I could do this.
And that's in the corners?
Yeah, hold with the 9 of the table corners, so I can get this one over there, at least, and then there might be for the 2-man squad to drop back there. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's fine. I'll get 4 points on that, and then we'll just keep on keeping on.
Fantastic.
So
Gonna be a very tight game, folks. Coming into the final round.
I should do actual movement first. I need to stop you from scoring stuff. Can I have one of the tape measures, please?
Sure you can.
Thank you, thank you. Shooting doesn't super matter here.
6.
Oh, we'll let him get to moving. We'll talk to chat. How's chat doing?
Chat's doing great. We're eagerly awaiting the arrival of the Death Strike missile, which
It's
is
going to
bound
happen
to disappoint.
like, right now.
Can it hit my own people?
Oh, I hope so.
I don't know. I don't think so. I would
could
assume
hope.
not, but I don't know.
I mean, why wouldn't it?
Why not, right?
I mean, if I wrote the rules for it, it would.
Yeah, if it doesn't, they're cowards.
I guess it doesn't. It just,
It's a shooting.
yeah, it's just a shooting attack.
Dang. Well, folks, don't forget, later on today at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard, we have our Chat Paint Challenge for members stream, where we are going to be, where we are challenged to paint a Warhammer model in a pop art style. It's going to be very interesting. And if you want to join on in, either become a member or just do the challenge and post up on Instagram. It's going to be a ton of fun. And then Saturday, no live show, but it will be a premiere of a short form pre-recorded episode featuring the Alpha Legion style detachment versus the Eldari style Eldari. And let me tell you, it is a heck of a game.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, it was
I think
quite the game.
I think, by the way, I think it maybe can hit me because it just says roll for each unit within 6 of the center.
Oh, so
Oh,
it
yeah,
does.
so what
So
did
just
you?
it would hit me.
Yeah.
It's not each enemy.
That's awesome.
I think I can get.
I'm sorry, Brian. You know what it's really good at killing? Guardsmen.
I can't be within the
It's
objective
exceptional at
anyways,
killing guardsmen.
So outside of 6
man.
with this guy here.
Coward.
Oh yeah, I feel like that has been well established.
Right?
So we're gonna investigate here with these bad Larrys. Then I have the 2-man squad that is gonna investigate here.
Not Andy Warhol specifically. It's technically Roy Lichtenstein. So bright colors, kind of cell shading style. I'm gonna try to do some of those printer dots.
Yeah, exactly. The
Yeah.
little dot shadowy.
I picked a Reaver with no helmet because I was like, I want to do Space Marine, keep it manageable, but I also want to have some skin to do that. But then I was also like, well, what's a Space Marine model I don't think I'll ever need? Oh, it's a Reaver, perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, easy pick.
Okay. Look, I've done all the movement I could
Yep.
possibly do. So I'm investigating in this corner with the interceptors. I'm investigating over there with the strike team. The Terminators have dropped on to my home objective just to guarantee that I maintain it.
Yep.
Strikes have walked out onto this objective.
Give you a
just-
chance of holding it.
Just to give me a chance of holding it, to stop you from holding it more importantly. So now you have to dedicate something there. Grandmaster's going to be here just to try to kill the Sentinel, so that can't just exist for free.
Yes, exactly.
And then if you know...
And that's basically it. Yeah.
That's basically it. So
Yeah.
I just
So-
have the Paladins to shoot at these Kazarkin.
Yes, and they will take cover.
Yeah, of course. So 1, 2, 3, and I'll throw in the Captain's cannon as well, because why not? So here is the side cannons first, hitting on 2s. He gives sustain on psychic weapons, which I will remember this time, which is, there's 1 sustain.
Nice.
And these are 2s.
2s and 2s?
2s and 2s, because strength 8. You get those, but you'll ignore my AP, so you have your
4
normal armor
saves?
saves.
This is good. How many guys is this? that have this gun?
3 of them. So 3 have it, plus the character, so 4
Nice.
total.
It's good. It's a good weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the unit.
Okay. And then I have some Stormbolters.
Ouch.
7.
I know. I tried.
Stormbolters. There's no sustain on these, though. You'll be happy to hear. Then these will wound on 3s. Not good. So 3. So just don't fail all of them.
Okay.
There's no AP.
So 1 guy's left.
That's
Legend.
annoying.
The funny thing is, if he died, I could have brought the whole squad back.
Oh, that's actually better for me.
Yep.
Let's leave him there.
Right?
So now I have the strikes
Isn't that
here.
funny? It's funny how that works.
That's hilarious.
We're going to put strikes, everything into the Sentinel, I guess. I'll start with the side cannon. Hits on 3s. And then it'll wound on 3s because strength 8. 2 at AP 1, but you'll have cover. So. 2 damage.
Yep.
each.
Okay. 2 damage each.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm
And
down to
then
3 wounds.
Stormbolters, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hitting on 3s. And then wounding on, your toughness is 7. Okay, so 5s. Alrighty, so you have those
Okay.
regular armor
So we have
saves.
saves. So he takes 2. He has 1 wound left.
Sounds good. And then that's them shot. So then all I have left is the Dread Knight We're going to put the sight cannon there. I'm just going to put everything in that.
Yeah,
6%,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
I'm not going to risk.
Pretty
not
sure
killing it.
you're going to get him, but we'll see.
So here's the cannon. Hits on 3s, and then it's strength 8, so moves on 3s. So it's going to be 3 of them. These are AP 2.
And he dies.
Yep. Okay.
He only blows up 1 inch, so we won't worry about that.
Okay.
Well, it blows up 6 inches, but from 1 damage.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be a 6.
Then it
Made
blows
that
up.
happen.
Of course. No. I'll put the win on the sight cannon because it doesn't matter.
Hooray.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's actually going to be my turn. So at the end of my turn, what was I again? I investigated. So I got 4 for investigate because I got 2 corners.
Yeah.
And then extend, I got 5 because I hold my home, and 1 in no man's land.
Pretty good.
All right.
So Brian Leyva sitting on 75.
Yeah,
Remember,
that's it. That's all I could get is 75.
No, because you hold objectives at the
Oh,
end.
at the end of the game.
But how much primary do you have already?
He's already at 40, so you can only get
I
10
can only
more.
get 10 more points.
Okay. Okay.
So Brian pulling in striking distance. It's a lot of points, but it is possible.
Yep. The problem is I couldn't stop you from getting 10 on
Yeah.
your start of your turn.
That was big.
So that's a big swing.
See? That's why we stand on objectives.
That's right.
It's true.
Cool with that.
Okay. Started my last turn, last turn of the game. Okay, let's just going to come down to, I guess, Battle Shocks I do now? Or
No,
I do
yeah,
secondaries?
you can see secondaries and then do
Secondaries
battle
first, let's do it.
Yeah. Hop. Boop.
Defend an area denial.
Okay, area denial I can do.
Yeah.
And defend stronghold
It's already done.
is just what?
So it's just defend your home base at the end of the game or at the end of Brian's next turn. So it's 3 points. It's not a lot of points, but it is automatic.
It's guaranteed.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay. And I haven't pitched a secondary yet, right?
You have not.
I don't think so.
And so what else could I get other than defend stronghold that could be more points?
So yeah.
You could investigate.
So investigate, I have probably at best 2 units that could do that, or 3 because I have that guy too.
Yeah, you just need to not be battle shocked. If you're battle shocked, you can't do it.
Oh, you've already auto passed.
And you've already auto passed, yeah.
Okay.
But that could be that'd be 6.
Yeah.
You haven't got no prisoners yet, which is kill stuff, and I do have stuff for you to kill.
Yeah.
You haven't got. Oh, jeez, what else is there?
What would be the bad things I could pull, basically? What could be worse than 3 points?
Nothing.
There's no-
Well, no, that's not true.
Assassinate,
Assassinate.
but I have a character here.
He is a character. Is he a character?
I've already got the 2 back in your backfield, right?
Yes.
So literally everything's better?
The Dread Knights are not characters. The Grandmasters are characters.
Correct.
So
Which ones are the Grandmasters?
the ones you've killed.
Oh, okay. So if I get Assassinate, there's no character I can kill.
Right.
Wait, but have you killed all the characters?
Drago's already dead. So no, I still have characters. There's a brother captain.
Okay. If you had killed them all, you also automatically score.
All right. So there's a brother captain that I couldn't get to. So Assassinate would be worse.
Assassinate would be
Assassinate
worse.
is worse, yeah.
Okay. And there's like a 1 in 4 chance of getting that, basically?
Yes.
So, okay. So I'll just stick with the 3 points for free.
Yeah, right now.
Do I need more points to win is actually, let me ask you that
That's
question.
the thing we need to
So let's say I could get 5, I could hypothetically hold 4 objectives at the end of the game and he would hold 1.
Right, so I would get another 5. You would get another. Let's say he gets 25 on primary.
That would take you to 75. That would be the win, if you can do that.
Okay, so then let's try to do
Because
that.
it's 75 plus secondaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would go to 80.
Yes. And I would get,
Oh, he would go to 83.
I'd go to 83.
All right,
Second.
fair enough.
So
Yeah, yeah.
That's
if
the-
I pull that off, let's just keep that secondary.
Okay.
And I just need to take the middle and do that, and take that other objective from me over there.
You're holding them in the middle. Defend stronghold, area denial. Coming right down to it, folks. A tight game.
So I'm going to give plus 3-inch move to this squad here. Can I order the Tech Marine, the Tech Priest?
I don't think so, because it's not regiment.
Even with, I could do it
Oh,
with
with Leonidas you could, yeah.
So I'll give plus 3-inch move to him as well.
Yeah, don't forget, for area denial, you have to be wholly within 6 of the center.
Yeah, I'm going to give plus 3-inch move to the tank. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, perfect.
So,
Whew.
and then otherwise it's take aim. And let's go. We'll battle shock that guy in the back corner. He fails, right?
Ah, yeah.
So, and then the Bulgrin will battle shock. They pass.
No.
No, I think they're 7.
Those guys, they are not brave today.
I failed every battle shock test.
Well, you auto pass 1.
That's true.
That's what I would count.
Yeah, the Bulgarin's leadership is 7, so they fail. So that takes them to OC 0, right? But I can give them OC 1.
You can't be ordered if you are battle shocked.
Right. Okay. Anyways, I don't care.
Yeah, you already hold it. Anyways,
I already hold it anyways. Okay, I don't need to kill these guys, right?
No.
So that gives me nothing, so it's a waste of my time. So we'll just hold the point there.
Remember,
We
this
do need
will
to kill
still
this squad.
explode as well.
I'm sorry?
This will still explode as well.
Totally.
Or you could just move it.
No, I want it to blow up.
Oh, okay.
Don't you want it to blow up? Didn't we wait this whole
Everybody
game?
wants it to blow up.
I know.
We waited this whole game to blow it up.
don't-
We're not.
Don't lose because of the death strike. Let's
No,
see.
I'm gonna lose because of the death strike.
We have a number of super chats from 95 Ginger Rage, so thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. This is part 1 of 4. 95 Ginger Rage says, probably can't make the hobby stream. Probably can't make the hobby stream. Stupid Atlantic time zone. But I have a hobby question I'd like the Titans input on. For the GW Grand Narrative, I want to build a NIDS army. However, pause for dramatic effect because I am new at producing.
How many attacks does he have?
That's to do with the hammer, so he has...
Because I'm giving the squad plus OC and plus move.
He has 5 attacks.
5 attacks.
He could also just use his fist, which is 6 attacks.
Okay.
Well, I broke Bridges' program. I found a way to do it.
Nice.
Did you?
If you submit a super chat without a name, it crashes.
Nice.
So, anyways, I'm just going to read them to you.
I could also just like pick him
Bridges!
up off the table, so then I would still hold that objective.
You can pick him up how?
When you move with a 9, it's either a 6-inch move or I just pick him up for the
Okay.
missing Deimos. So if you're trying to take that objective.
Okay, so I'll just advance onto it instead. I think is the better call then, right? I don't have any way to auto advance 6 though, right? Or anything like that?
I have no idea. That's an agent
no.
question.
No?
You do not.
Okay. You have how much OC?
He is OC 4.
Okay, so nothing. And the objective's just on the wall here. So let's see how much OC my character is just on his own.
So 95 Ginger Rage says, this is for GW Grand Narrative, okay? In regards to a NID army. He says, however, I'm not a fan of the hive mind. So for my headcanon, I'm having Forest Eldar twins discover a NID spore and transform it into their own hive fleet. Oh, that's sick. To represent this, I'm gonna kit bash with Sylvaneth for 1 twin. I'm merging a Laurel and Turvagon, and for the other, Lady of Vines and the Swarm Lord. Oh my God, this is amazing. The issue is bases. I need to take the models down from 160 millimeters to the 120 by 92s, and 80 millimeter down to 60. Right, it's a big base reduction. Do we have any suggestions for taking a bigger model to a smaller base? Any do's or don'ts? If it was just for games with friends, I wouldn't care, but as it is an official GW event, I want to be careful. Thanks.
My immediate thought goes to just build the base up. So you'll still have the profile underneath of whatever it is, and then just have it like canted or at an angle, you know? So that way you can have it spread out for however wide it needs to be if you just put like rocks or something underneath it. That way it can spread out, because I assume the legs will be too big to fit on that base. So you're gonna want it, I don't know like how angled you would want it, but something like that where you just build up the base and have it so that way the feet can stand on it and you still have the smaller profile of the base underneath. Obviously, it'll make it a little more difficult to move around the table, but that's gonna be an issue that you have regardless because of the nature of what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the most clean way to do it, is just to do something like that.
Yeah, think of it like a big sideways tactical rock.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're
So,
taking
so
that. and
it
you're
turns
spreading
out there's actually a big role that's going to determine this. There's a
No.
5-inch advance required.
No.
Because you can choose to move, I have no choice but to advance, right? Because if I don't advance, I can either choose a 9-inch charge or a 5-inch advance. And I have a reroll for both,
Yeah.
which is the same odds, if I'm not mistaken, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
If I get the 5-inch advance, I take the point from you on OC. If I don't, then you hold that point and you'll win by 2. Because he'll get 5 additional, or will he max already? Is he already maxed?
Having 2 would give me max. If you take me off
Right.
of that, it wouldn't give
So
me
he
max.
would win by 2?
Uh,
Because I was at 83, he'd go to 85,
Yeah, I'd be at
Correct.
85 if I held 2.
right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it's literally a single dice roll is going to
So
determine.
this is it, huh?
Yeah. The truth is, I could still fail if I don't kill this squad in the middle. But between the Death Strike,
It's
and
gonna die.
The
Like,
3
they're-
tanks, that's fine. So it's literally a 5-inch roll with a command point, because there's no other way, like if to auto advance or anything like that that I know of. I already give them the plus 3-inch move order, and I can give them 2 orders, but not the same order twice, right?
Correct, yeah.
So,
I hate it. I hate it
I've got
so
the
much.
roll-off cam up. It's going to be a big, so 5 up for Brian Pullen.
You ready?
No, I'm not ready.
With a CP.
But he's got a CP, so he's got 2 chances. Come on, Brian.
This is it.
Ah!
No,
Look,
no.
That was just the warm up, right?
You gotta build
This
the
is a real
tension.
deal. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
building the tension.
Oh god.
Come on, Brian.
And no, it's a 2 both times. And unfortunately, I'll get OC4 on the point, but you have OC4,
I
right?
have OC4, yeah.
And
Because I still maintain
you'll
it.
still maintain
Yeah.
control of it.
Yep.
I really can't, because he's behind the wall, so there's nothing that could shoot him.
Right.
So I literally have just no other options that I can see at all to score an additional point.
Absolutely
That
brutal.
was huge.
That's it.
Wow,
We
that's
can roll the
epic.
death strike though.
Yeah, well,
we
obviously,
gotta roll the
everybody
death
wants the
strike.
death strike.
That's what we're actually here for.
So let's go. Death strike, missile. Come on, you're in here somewhere. There you are. So it's going to hit my tank, and it's going to hit your squad here. It's 2d6 hits. It's 6.
6,
2.
yeah. So you gotta
4.
pick a squad.
I'm hitting his squad.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 6. So it's strength 16. So 2s.
Does it have dev? It better.
It has
No.
blast, 1 shot, and plasma. So I get an additional hit.
And it's AP4.
Yeah. So there's that many AP4.
Do you ignore cover?
It does not.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah,
I have,
you're right.
5 up saves here. These are a bajillion.
5
dam-
up still. Amazing.
These are a bajillion damage, though, right?
No, 1 damage.
What?
So I kill 1 guy.
You killed 2.
Late.
Oh,
Not
okay.
5 up saves.
Two.
You killed 2 guys.
So,
And then 1 guy's actually wounded because I already
Yeah.
had a dude on a wound.
and the tank commanders and Shadow Sword would have killed the rest.
Yeah.
So I would get area denial. I would get holding my home objective.
Yep.
I would end up holding 1, 2, 3 objectives at the end,
Yep.
15 additional,
Yep.
and you would hold 2 for 10 additional. It's a very close
That's
game.
That's
but,
wild. Hold it. Ready?
No, we're still not there, Adrian.
Yeah.
Amazing game.
It shows that the power of Brian's are very close.
Look, we're even almost. I mean, basically
I
even.
think-
Yeah.
Basically a tie.
Yeah, it's basically a tie.
it's basically a tie. I actually wanted it to end in a tie.
That would have been perfect.
That would have been incredible. What a cool game. The one thing I would have done differently, and I kind of saw this coming a little bit, I could have staged that unit just a tiny bit up more last turn.
Mm-hmm.
I actually thought that they were closer than they were. Like I thought like a 3-inch advance would have got me there, but
Yeah.
they actually were just, I was overestimating how far they can move. And I didn't expect to have to charge you. I just thought I was going to walk on that objective at the end of the game. So that was obviously a game-losing miscalculation on their movement distance. But otherwise, it was a really weird game.
It was such a because we didn't want to interact with each other really as
Right.
like I didn't want to interact with you, which made it so that where you couldn't interact with me.
Right, because you chose the tempo of the game.
Right.
Right. Your army was kind of dictating where and when we would engage.
So when I lose things, it's like, well, you're gonna kill it anyways because I'm giving it to you. It's not like you're taking stuff
Yeah.
from me. So yeah, very very wacky game. This matchup is, I think, just very strange in general, especially with the Shadow Sword, because they just controlled this whole section of the table, which is why it was so.
And really,
violent.
probably the threat of it was more dangerous than the reality of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Because if you had, like, you have 4 of these Dread Knights. If you had put all 4 of them or 3 of them at me,
Mm-hmm.
I could have likely killed 1, but definitely not 2. And the threat of it kept you honest.
Yeah.
And even the threat of the Death Strike, kept you from staging towards it, right?
I would have loved to have just sat behind that building, or like even in the corner
Yeah.
of this building with whatever.
And then you could have kind of moved up and charged and
Right.
really threatened that side of the board.
Right.
And this little piece of terrain really made it plausible for me to hold this.
Mm-hmm.
That one turn where I lost my primary, of course, lost me the game as well.
Yeah,
And
big.
so I really needed to make that a little tougher. But the units of yours that were supposed to be bosses were bosses.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
The
Like the paladins were just
100%.
heroes.
They're
And
so good.
I think that's the way you want them to feel. They just do it all.
Yeah, this army is very strange because it's a very elite army, but they do everything.
They do
and they do
everything.
it like reasonably well. You know, they don't
Totally.
excel at any one thing except for the movement.
Yeah.
But like as far as like hitting power, it's fine. And they can hit, but like into vehicles and stuff, they do kind of struggle.
Totally.
So I just like, well, if I just ignore the vehicles and try to kill the things I can.
Yeah,
which is
I love how they shrug off the like super elite fire, and it takes like an entire army's worth to take them down. That's like the way they should feel. They're like a castle, you know?
It feels so good.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah. Do you have an MVP? I know this is your first game with Guard this edition. Do you have something that like surprised you, let you down? Like, what are we?
Well, the
thinking?
Shadow Sword killed everything it shot at.
Yeah, it did.
Right? And it was cool the whole game, and it kept you more honest even than I thought it would, in a way. Like, it really held you at bay, the threat of it. So, of course, it's the Shadow Sword.
Of course,
right? It was great. Everything else really, no one else had a shining moment, right?
Everything else just did what is advertised, right? Which isn't anything exciting.
Exactly right.
So
it all contributed to the greater, good there.
Yeah.
But nothing really shined except that. You know, funny, the Death Strike, we played it just for lulz, right?
Yeah.
But it's horrible.
It's a lot of
I thought it just did like more like 2d6 mortal wounds or something.
Yeah,
we never
what
clarified.
it used to do, or 2d3 or something it did
something
before.
like that. Yeah.
It is
But
terrible.
you could see it killed two Strike Marines.
Yeah.
And so, I mean,
Like it held your objective the whole game.
it might have killed. It wouldn't have killed one Terminator.
No.
Right.
It would not have killed
So
one.
and it's really what they need to do. It's almost right. I think the way the rules work is great.
Yeah.
The strength 16 is bananas. The -4 is totally fine.
Yeah.
If you wanted to make it minus more, you could. But it needs to be like 2 or 3 damage, not 1 damage.
Yeah.
I think
exactly.
even if it stays at 1 damage, give it ignore cover or something.
No,
Like,
1 damage is not going to do anything. And also, like, what do you care about strength 16 1 damage?
Well,
like, if it can't half a tank, it's not. What is it doing?
Yeah, I understand the principle they were going for, where it's like more of an abstraction. Like it's a ton of quote unquote shots, but the problem is like 2d6 is not enough to make up for that. Like if you want to make it a million shots, 1 damage, a lot of AP, fine GW.
It's like
make
4d6.
Yeah, 4d6,
or just
double
make it a
blast.
flat number. Don't make
Even
it random.
4d6 wouldn't be crazy. Like, you compare it to a Manticore that has how many shots? 4d3 or 3d3?
I think it's already 4d6.
Yeah, and that's every turn.
Yeah.
And this thing's only ever going to get 1 target also.
Yep.
Right? And so if this thing shoots once and a Manticore shoots 6 times, you need this thing to be like 30d6 to compete with the Manticore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it should be devastating.
Especially because your opponent chooses what it hits, not you.
Yeah.
And not just what it hits, but when it
It also hits your own stuff too.
and it hits your own
which is like the worst part about it. Like,
Yeah.
So you can imagine, like, it really, like, if this was something that was like 30d6, it still would be only like nobody would take it.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Because you'll never get to. It's one of those things where the threat of it is just enough for people. You'll never.
No,
get to
but
use
like,
it.
if it's like, okay, it kills 1 unit, but so does everything else
Yeah, that's
in the
true.
game. You know what I mean? Kills 1 unit, and everything else kills 1 unit every time it activates.
Yeah.
This kills 1 unit
Once
maybe
per
1
game,
time.
yeah.
So they just need to make it something stupid.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely stupid.
What a weird unit. Like the idea behind it is really cool.
I'm totally glad I had it, and just the fun of being able to like the threat. And actually, it's better that you didn't know the data sheet. It seems, because you were way more scared of it.
I was terrified of this thing. I was like, I'm gonna take 2d6 mortal wounds. I can't handle this.
Yeah, he was like respecting it a great deal here.
But in reality, if I had known it was just like 1 damage,
you would have
shot,
just like
the Terminator
you would have
would have just sat
deliberately
there.
stood in it for like a shower to like clean the dirt off your guys. Wow, awesome
love
game.
it. I love
Honestly,
it.
for the first game I've ever played, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it
I
was a
can't
ton
wait
of
to
fun.
play more.
Nicely done, both of you. You want to talk about what's coming up?
Yeah.
What do we have coming up?
So later tonight, for our members, we have a hobby stream, which we are going to be doing starting at 5, I think.
At 5 o'clock.
At
Yep.
5 o'clock, yeah. We're
2
going
hours.
to be doing a paint challenge that chat decided on Tuesday. We're going to be doing it in like a cell shading kind of style.
Yeah,
so it'll be,
absolutely.
very, very tough.
None of us have ever done it.
No,
No.
all 3
And
of
we're
us are going
all
to be there.
super intimidated by it.
100%. I was stressed out so hard last night trying to find a model to use for this, and I was like, I don't even know. But that's going to be tonight, so definitely stop by if you're a member to come say hi, check it out. And if you're interested, you can also take part in it and then put the results in the Discord, in the Hobby Progress, I think?
Yep.
or
Hobby Progress.
Hobby Progress.
And just tag me so we can take a look at it.
Yep. And then on Saturday, of course, we'll all be at the BAO. So we aren't going to be doing a live show, but we do have a short version of the show where we're going to have Deceptors versus the Eldari, an amazing game that Adrian and I played. So definitely let us know your thoughts on it, because we definitely want to do more of that type of style, in the short form, I mean. And then tomorrow, for our members, before BAO, we're going to be having a meetup here at the studio, So definitely
Yeah,
stop by,
amazing
hang
Emperors
out.
meetup.
Emperors.
I'm really excited because I haven't got to meet a lot of the Emperors for like 2 years or something since LVO 2 years ago.
2 years?
That's the last time I went to an Emperors meetup. That's
crazy.
I've been living on the other side of the world.
That's true.
Pretty wild.
Because you got the island dice, Brian.
got those
the
island
price you
dice.
pay for the island dice.
That's right.
Which we didn't get to see today.
The definition of island dice is bad rolling, actually.
Well,
Most people don't remember
We
that.
changed it.
We changed it. Yeah, I flipped the script on the island dice. But
I think if that's the case, we saw the original island dice tonight.
that's right.
For sure, honestly. Wonderful. Well, we're all caught up. Thank you, everybody, for hitting and surpassing our members' goal for the day. So we really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you, 95 Ginger Age, for the big bundle of super chats.
Amazing.
We appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much, and be sure to see you later in the day because we've got a lot more to chat about, and we'll catch you next time on the tabletop.
Bye.